All righty, guys, make way to the inside. Sale time. Here we go. Next Tuesday, special cow sale. Is that right? You bet. Hello, CA. I'll steer off his mama guys. 2-round shots at him. Oh, so that dude, he gonna be on 380. What's that? 370. He hit 372. He hit 2. I ain't gonna be 2. He gonna be 372. I ain't gonna be 350. At 350. I ain't gonna be 350. 350. 320. At 320. He hit 20. He gonna be 320. 20. He gonna be 285. At 285. 85 here. I ain't gonna be 285. He gonna be 285. 87. Hit 90. He gonna be 290. 292. He gonna be 292. At 292. I ain't gonna be 25. He gonna be 95 here. Down 295. Hit 95. 97 of it's out 3. Down 3 bucks on him. 302. At 302. 57, 307, 10. I could have been down 12 now, been 12, 15. Hit 15, he could have been 17, 20, 322, and 325, 327, of it 75, 327, 30, down 32, down 332 and 5. Hit 37, 337, 7 of it 75, 337. Hit 40, I ain't gonna be 340, at 340, 40 down 2, down bid 342 and 5, 345, 7. Hit 777, now 50. I ain't gonna be 352, 2 to be 222, at 352, now 5 and bid 357, 7 of it 75, 57, and 57, 77, 355. Get a bit 7, 355. That gonna be Seth and number Arturo. I ain't get him on Arturo. 2 rounds of vaccines right off there, mamas. You get a bid 362. You 2. Down 5. 365 here. Down bid 57. Ziggity 7. 70. Down bid 372. Down bid 5. At 375. 377. 380. Down get a bid 382. Down get a bid 385. And now 387. Hit 390. High get a bid 392. You get a bid 395. 397. At 397. Forward. Down 4 bucks on them 2. High get a bid 4025. And 405. 7 up here. 10. 410. Hit 410. I get a bid 10. 10. Now 407. Get a bid 10. Get down 12. Down bid 412. And 412. 12, 410. I ain't gonna be 12, 410, 410. How do we charge him? Huffman, you bet. Huffman. So that there down gonna be anything on it? On 3 bucks on her 1. Hit 301. High gonna be 111. I gonna be 301. You gonna be 301. You gonna be 270. On 270. I ain't gonna be 270. 70. Hey, gonna be 270. On 270. I ain't gonna be 270. Hey, gonna be 250. On 250. Hit 111. High gonna be 250. Why? Hit 1. I ain't gonna be down 2. 51 2. I ain't gonna be down here. Bid 250. 1 2. 1 2. I ain't gonna be 2. Gonna be 2. 251 Mackie. I ain't gonna be on 62. Mackie 62. Hello, Tom. He bull came right along. He get a beat. He get a bad. I'm 4 bucks on him. Hit $4. Hit forward. He get a 4 bucks here. Hit $4. Hit forward. He get a bit 385. Hit 385. 7. I got a man 90. You get a bit 392. He get a bit 395. He get a bit 397. Now 4. Hit now 2. Down bid 5. 405 here. Down get a bit 7. And 405 7. Here's 7 of it 7 about 10. And now 12. 412. And 412. I get a bit 12. 410. Get a bit 12. Get a bit now 15. Hit 15. Hit 17. You get a bit now 20. Down 420. Hit 420, hit 22, and 422 and 5, and 427, hit 30, he gonna be 32, he gonna be 35, 37, 40, hit 42, he gonna be 45, 47, bid 75, and for 45, for 47, for 45 here, he gonna be 7 up here, down bid for 45, I gonna be Mackie, I ain't gonna be number, he gonna be number 41, hit Mackie 41, Mackie on 41. I'll be the white kettle for you. Round of shots, guys, are home raised here. I'm going to be long time wean, guys, vaccinated. You're going to be Wayne Heifers. You're going to be 372. I'm 372. High, you're going to be 225. 375. Now, going to be high 57. It's 77, 80, 82. Down bid 85, 87, 87, 90, 92. And 395 and 97. 397 forward. Down $4 on her. You $4. You get phone forward. You're going to be 397 forward. You get 2. Down 405. You get 405 here. You're going to be 710. You 410. High, you're going to be 12, 15. You're going to be 17. It's 17 for 17. If 15, he going to be 17 for 15. Now 17, 17, 20 down 420. Hit 2 down 425, 425. If 425, 7, 427. If it's 75, 425, 7. If 425, he going to be 7 up here. 425, 7, 425. I going to be Jerry on 2. I going to be Jerry on 2. She's weaned. She's open. He going to be, he going to be, 312, 312. I going to be 12, 12, 12. 312, 312. I'm now 15. I going to be 312, 15, 17. Hit 20. I going to be 322. I going to be 325, 327. And now 30, 332. I going to be 332, 332. I going to be 222. I going to be 332 and 2. He going to be 335 and 35. He going to be 37. He going to be 37. 335. He going to be 7 up here. I'm be 337, 40. I'm going to be 342. 345, 347, 350, and now 225 bid 355, 7 is 60. I get a bid 360. He get a bid 360. He get a bid 360. I'm 357. I get a bid Mackey. I get a number down 62. Mackey on 62. To the white family, guys. Appreciate you, folks. Nice cattle right there. The Paula Reed's cattle, guys. Round of shots, 45 days on them. You going to bid 325 and 325 and bid 7 and 327. I got a man here down bid 327, 30. Hit 32. I going to bid 35 and 37, 40 down 42, 45, 47. Hit 50 down 2 down bid 5 here down bid 355 and 357, 7, 760, 362 and 5, jiggity 5, jiggity 7, 70 and 372, 75, 77, 80, 82, 82, 582, 85. You going to bid 385, 85, 87, 90. You going to bid 390. You going to bid 390. Hit 390. Hit 90, 90. 90 and 87 of it, 90 to bomb. You're going to be 387, 90, 387. I'm going to be Mackey on 42. Mackey 42. Handle up same way, guys. He's going to be 45 days shots in them. You say all steers. He's going to be the Waters cattle. You're going to be taking a sell of a tear down. 345 and 345, 750 down bid 2, 5, 7. You're going to be 60. You're going to be 2. You're going to be 5. Jiggity 5. Jiggity 5. Yes, 7. You're going to be 70. You're going to be 370 and 370. Get 2. You're going to be now 5. You're going to be 377 and now 380 and 382 down bid 85. You're going to be 387 and 387. 85, 87. You're going to be 385 here. You're going to be 7 up here. I'm going to be 385, 87. You're going to be 385, 87, 385. I'm going to be Todd 44. I'm going to be Todd at number 44. But the Floyd Farms guys always sends the goods right here down. Maybe 20 of these things sorted up for you. They're going to be steers. They're going to be good now. Round the shots in them. Right off their mamas. You're going to be growing kind here now. You're going to be 362. You 2. I'm going to be 222. I'm going to be now 5 and 365, 67, 70, 372 and 372 and all out here 5. You're going to be 77, 80 down 382 down 385, 87. Hit 90, 92. You're going to be 95. You're going to be 97 now 4 down bid 2. Hit 5 now 7, 10 now 12 now 15. Hit 17. You're going to be 17. Hit 15. I'm going to be 17, 20 down 422. You're going to be 25. You're going to be 27. If 427, you get 27 of it, 7 of 425, 7. If 425, you're going to be 7 of it, 7 of You're going to be 425, 7, 425. It's going to be Mackey 55, Mackey 55. be the balance of the Floyd Farms here down. He going to be vaccinated off their mamas. On he going to be 300 and on here down. 30 and 330. Yeah, 30, 30, 30. Hound 2. Hound 332. 332. You do it here 5. He going to be 37 and now 40. High going to be 340. Yeah, 2. I going to be 45. He going to be 47 now 50. Now 50 and 350. 47 8. Yeah, 8 8 8 and 349. 9 now 50. Down bid 50. Yeah, 2. Down bid 2 here down 352. Yeah, 2. I going to be 2 2 2. I going to be 352 and 2 and 2 5 and bid 355. Yeah, 55 5 5 3 4. Down 5. Down bid 55 and 355. Yeah, 5 here down to 4 here. 5 here down to 354. I going to be CA. Get on number 56. CA 50 just 6. CA just 6. To the Floyd Farms guys, as always, we appreciate you. Nice cattle right there, Dome. Be the Wilson cattle. Be 40 head of these things sorted up for you guys. Nice cattle right here down. Right off their mamas, guys, are going to be all natural to you. Heifers are going to be guaranteed open to you now. Right off their mamas. Hey, going to be natural. Hey, going to be 316 and 316. And 16 and 316. Yeah, 316. And now 16 and 305. Yeah, 305. Yeah, 6 here. 9 going to be 7 and 8 and 9 9. Yeah, 10, 11, 311 down 12 and 13. You're going to be 13, 14. Yeah, 15 and 15. You're going to be 16. You're going to be now 17 and 18, 13, 18, 19 and 19, 20 and 320. You 1920, you 19, you could have been 20, 20, 20, you could have been 3, 19, 20, you 19, could have been 20, could have been 20, could have been 20, could have been 20, 3, 19, that could be Troy, get up on 6X and go ahead and preg them. Off their mamas, guys. You're going to be all natural to you. You're going to be on here down 410. 410. I'm going to be 10, 10, 10. Sir, the sale starts at 9 o'clock every Thursday. How you going to be 410? 410. I'm going to be 10, 10, 10. Full books on them too. I'm now 10, 12, 412, 412. I'm going to be 15. I'm going to be 17. He's going to be 20. He's going to be 22. 25. He's going to be 25. He's going to be 27. 427. 7 of it, 7 of them. He's going to be 425. He's going to be 427. 425 and 7. Yes, 7 of it, 7 of them. You're going to be 425, 7, 425. Troy, get him on 3X. Yeah, Troy. I get him on number 3X. Heifers coming along here down. He going to be 450. Yeah, 450. Yeah, 50. 450. Yeah, 450. 50. 430. Yeah, 30. I'm 30, 30, 30. He going to be 430. Yeah, 30. I going to be 30. You're going to be 30. You're going to be 30. 4 bucks on him out that door. 4 bucks 2. Yeah, 2. I going to be 2, 2, 2. I going to be now 5. He going to be 405. I got a man. He going to 2 5. He going to be 402. Going to be 5. 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 402 Mackey. I get him on 32. Mackey 32. Be the brothers came along, guys. Their bulls are good now. He gonna be all natural off their mamas. He gonna be 325. Yeah, 325 and 57. I got a man here down bid 327. Yeah, 30. I gonna be 32. 332 and 332. I gonna be 2. Gonna be 2. Gonna be 2. 332. Yeah, 2. I gonna be 2. 2. 2. He gonna be 332. You on time here down bid 335. In 35. He gonna be 37 and 337. 35. 36. In 36. 7. He gonna be 38 and 338, hit 8, 338, and 7 up here, and 8 here, 337. George, he get up on 337. I can get up on George. He gonna be all natural bulls off their mamas, guys. He gonna be down here down 400 and on here down 30. 430. And now 30's here down 430. 430. And now 30. Boys, be right back here. Now 2. Now I got a man. 432. 32. Down 32. 5. You're gonna be 35. 37. Get now 40. 40. 42. Down 45. In 45. 47. 40. 50. 50. 450. 47 to 52. Down to 5. 55 here, down 7. It's 7. Hand all that here. 57, 57, 60. It now 60. Now 2. 65. You're going to be 65. In 65. You 5 here. Down to 462 and 5. You 5. You 462, 5, 5, 7. Ziggity 7. In 67, 70. 70. 470. In 67. You're going to be 70. 467. Huffman. On to the brothers. He gonna be $5 on them. He finally hit $5. $5 here. $485. Hit $485. 85 here. 787. Not gonna van. 487. 85. 87. 87 to bid 90. 92. You're gonna be 95. You're gonna be 97. You're gonna be down 5. You're gonna be 502. Hit 502. Now 5. You hit 5 here. 505. Hit 505. Hit 7. 507. Gonna be 7. Gonna be 7. Gonna be 7. Hit 507. 10. High. Gonna be down 10. Hit 507. Gonna be 10. Gonna be 10. Gonna be 10. Gonna be 10. 507. Gonna be Huffman. Big Bills here, guys. Natural off their mamas. You gonna be down to Celebrate. You gonna be down to 305. Hit 305. 7. I gonna van 10. Down 12. 312. At 312. High. Gonna be 310. Gonna be 12. Gonna be 12. Gonna be 12. At 310. 12. High. 310. Gonna be 12. Gonna be 12. Gonna be 12. Gonna be 12. 310. Gonna be 12. 310. Gonna be George. Short ears here. You're going to be 325. You're 325. You're going to be 325 here. Down to 325. 325. And 325. You're going to be $3 and walking. You're going to be now 5. It's 305. Now I got a van trench on time 10, 15. Now 20, 325, 30. And 35, 40. Now 45, 50. Now 55, 60. Yes, 65. And 365. And 365. You get 5 here. Down to 70. Down to 370. And 370. 65. You're going to be 70. Down to 365, 70. 365 Huffman. You're 365. You get one Huffman. To the Wilson family, thank you, folks. We appreciate you, Rick. Nice cattle right there now. On heifer and open. You're going to be 300 and 125. You're 325 and 5 here, 7. You're going to be 27 and 327. You get 5 here. You're going to be 7 of 7 of I'm not going to van. 325, 7 and 327. 7. You're going to be 325. You're going to be 7 up here. 325 Troy. Number 1. You're going to be Troy number 1. You're going to be Hefford. You're going to be $4 on her. You're $4. You get 2. You're going to be 2, $4 and 2. I got a van. $4 here, 2. You're going to 405. You're 405. You get on 10 now, 15 now, 20 now, 425. You're 30, 430, 30. You're going to be 425. You're going to be 30. You're going to be 30. You're going to be 30. You're 425. I'm going to be 30 here. You're going to be 425, 30 and 425. I'm going to be Mackie. You get him on 32. Mackie 32. Be a brand new deal for you. Be the Yelk cattle for you. Paul Yelk's cattle, guys. They're going to be home raised to you. 2 round shots. 30 plus days on the winning, guys. The heifers are going to be open to you now. You're going to be 380, and you're going to be 380, and you're going to be 92, and you're going to be 85, 87, 90, you're going to be 92, you're going to be 95, you're going to be 97, and 397 forward, and $4 2, you're 402, I'm going to be 222, and 5, and bid 4057, you're 407, you're going to be 10, now 12, 412, 15, you're 15, and you're going to be 15, you're 15, 15, 17, you're 20, and you're going to be 422, you're going to be 425, you're going to be 97, 427, 30, you're 32, you're going to be 35, you're going to be 35 here, and you're going to be 35, Todd Jones. Tron 35, hit 35 for 32. I could have been 5 here, and you're going to get 432 and 2 and 2 and 5 for 32. I got to be Wes. I'm going to run you say 14. Wes on 14. Their boys are good. Now he going to be Steers. So about you guys, how you gonna be? You bet you guys got a spot in one eye and a white in the other eye, guys. Other than that, pretty nice calf. Here we go. You're going to be 30 days, 2 rounds. He is a steer now. He's going to be 325 and 325. 325 here. 325. Hit 5. $3 on him, 2. Boys, you can still see now. $3 2. Hit 2. 9 now 5. And I got a man. 305. Hit 7. Now 10. Now 12. 15. And now 17. 20. And 322. 5. 327. 30. Down 32. 35 here. Down 37. 40, and 340. I get him on 340, 40, 40. He get him at 337, a bit 40 to bomb. He get him at 337, 40, 337. I get him at D&D on number 1. D&D on 1. Bit of a fun, guys. Just a wide eye there on the one side. You're going to be here down to 335 and 335 and bid 5 here now 7 and 37 of it 75 and 337 now 35 740 and 342. Do you get a 342? Hit 5. Hit 45 750 and 52 and 55 down 55 7. Hit 68. I get it down to 362. Hit 5 down bid 65 67 70. You get a 372 and 5. You get a 377 80 down. Get a 382, 85, 387, 390. He get a 392 and 5. At 397 now 4 down 402, 405 is 7. Now 10, 14, 12 down 15 and 15. At 412 down 15 and 412 D&D 1. I'll see it heifer. She got 30 days in her, guys. 2 rounds of vaccines. You going to be down to 425. If 425 and 5 here down to 425, 7 and 27, 30. Do you going to be 32? Do you going to be 35? Hit 37 now 40 and 40 and 2 and 45. Yes 7 now 50, 52 down bid 5 7. Yes 60, 62, 65. You get 7, 70. Yes 72. High going to be 75. You going to be 75. 475. You get 72 series 5 here. He going to be 472 and 2 and 2 and 5. 472. I get to be Mackey. I get him a number 32. Mackey 32. Just bobtail on him. On retail him there. He going to be $3 at 301. I get $3 You get to be 301. I get to be 301. It won. I now one here down to 285. You get about 87, 90, 2, 5, 7, 3, 3, 10, 2, 5, and now 17. Hit 12. You get to 15. You get to be 17, 20. You get to be 22, 5. You get to be 25, 7. Hit 30. You get to be 30, 30, 32, 5. You get to be 35. And Mackie in at 37, 37, 40. Hit 42. He going to be 45 down 50, down 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, and 375. He going to be 375 here. Down going to be 375. He going to be 375. He going to be 375. 370 Ruben. On 370. Get him on Ruben. It's a little man by the head. I want 1,200. Hit 1,200. Hang it to be 12. Hang it to be $1,200. Hit 12. Hang it to be 12, 12, 12. Hang it to be $1,000 on him. 10 a quarter. Hang it to van at 10 a quarter. Hit 1025 here. Hang it to be 1025 and 1025. 5, 5. You gonna be 1025 here. Hang it to van down here. Down to 1025. $1,000, and I got to be Trent. I get him on 0. He steered just a touch of a crooked head there now. You gonna be Salvatore on 325. You're 325. You get up on 325 here. 325. You're 25. You do it. $3 on him. $3. You're 3. On now 333. You get up on 255. You get now 65. Now 75. You're 80. You get up at 285. 90. You get up at 290. 90. You're 95. You get up at now 3. Now 5. 305. You're 10. I get up at 310. 10. You're 15. Down 20. Down 25. Now 30. Down 35. You're 40. 45. 50. 50. 50. That's 150. I get up at 345. 50. He get up on 345. 50. 345. I get to be Trent. I get up on 2 and 4. Hit Trent 24. To the York family, guys. Appreciate you, folks. Nice cattle right there now. Be the Schrader cattle, Michael Schrader's cattle. Guys are off their mamos. They're going to be all natural to you. They're going to be heifers. They're going to be open to you now. You're going to be 400 and 300. And I want here down to 60. You're going to be 360 and 360. Now as it here down to 360 and 360. Now as it is 345. You get about 345 and 345. 5. You get about 345 here down to 345. You're going to be 347 and 47. Hang it about 345. Now I got a man 7. You're 50. 52. And you're going to be 55 and 57. It's 60, 62, down bid 5 cents. You get 770 and 372, down bid 577. You get about 377 and 375. You get to be 7 up here. You get about 375. You get about 377, 375. I get to be Ruben. Big good stout here now. They're open to them. You're going to be 310, 11. You 310, 11, 11, 5. You 310, I got a man 11, 12, 13. You're going to be 14. You 15. You're going to be 16. You're going to be 17, 18, 19, 20. You 21, 22, 25, 7, 27, 30. You 30. I ain't going to be 327. Could have been 30. Could have been 30. Could have been 30. Could have been 30. 327, 30. 327. I got to be Mackie. I ain't got a number 52. You get Mackie 52 and go ahead and preg them, please. You're going to be open heifer down to 302. You 2. I ain't going to be 2. Down to 302. You 2. I ain't going to be 2. Going to be 2. Going to be 2. Going to be 2. I ain't going to be 285. And 285. 85 here. I ain't going to be 285. You're going to be 285. You're going to be 285. On 275. You're going to be 275 here. I ain't going to be 250 and walk around that door. 252. You 2. I ain't going to be. Now you're going to be on 252. You 2. I ain't going to be 2. I'm going to be 252 and 2 and 2. You get up on 250. I'm going to be Rob 100. I Rob 10. Rob 10. Rob on 10. So they're going to start charging you every time you change something like that. You're going to be the steers that came along, guys. You're going to be bulls. They'll be natural bulls. You're going to be 345. At 345. You get 5 here. 345. You're going to be 345 and 345 and bid 5 here. 35. You're going to be 335 and 335 and bid 5 here. 335 and 320. You're 322. I got to be 5. You're going to be 7 and 27. You're 30. You're going to be 32. Now you're going to be 32. You're 35. You're going to be 37. You're going to be 37. You're 40. High. You're going to be 342. High. You're going to be 342. You're 5. You're 45 here. 2 0. 5 here. High. You're going to be 342. 5 7 and 347. You're 750. I'm going to now 2. Down bid 2 2 2 5 and 350 5 5 5 355 and 355 here. Down 2 0 5 here. High. You're going to be 352 and 2 and 5 352. I'm going to be CA 55. Pretty good cut, boys, here now. You're going to be 307. It's 307. Yes, 7 of it, 7 of them. You're going to be 307. Yes, 7. High, going to be 7. Going to be 7. Going to be 7. High, going to be 307. George on trial. You get him on 307. And 307. High, going to be $3 on him. You $3. You 333. High, going to be 333. Sony trying for 280. 281. I got a man here down to 282, 85, 87, 87, 90. You're going to be 92. You're going to be 95. You're going to be 97. Now 3. Now 3. You 297. 3. You $3 on him. 302. And 305. You get him a 305. Yes, 7, 307, 10. I get him a 310 and 310. Now 11, 311, 12. You 12. I ain't gonna be 311, 12, 13. You're gonna be 13, 14. And you're gonna now 15. Yes, 16. You're gonna be 17, 18, 318. Yes, 17, 18. You 317, 18, 18, 18, 18. You're gonna be 317. I gotta be Bates. You get him on 6. You get him on Bates on 6. Michael, you sitting here with us? Check for. To the Schrader family, thank you, folks. Appreciate you. Nice cattle right here down. I'll be the Hex cattle guy. Chantel Hex is good cattle for you. Round of shots, guys, off their mamas here yesterday now. I'm going to be guaranteed open. I'm going to be 318, 18, 19, 20, and 21. You're going to be 22. You're going to be 23, 24, 25, 26, 7. You're 28, 29, 30. You're going to be 31, 2. You're 32. You're going to be 31, 2. You're going to be 331, 2. You're 2. 9, 331. You're going to be 2. 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 331. I'm going to be Mackie. I ain't get him on 62. Mackie 62. You won't check him. Mackie 62. All stairs rounding them here now. You're going to be 350. Yes, 150. Now 50. 52. I got a van 5 and bid 55. Yes, 7. 57. 7 of it. 7 of 5. 7 of 7. And 357. 68. You're going to be 360. Now 2. 2. 2. 62. Down 3. Down 3. 3. 3. It's 63 and 4. Down bid. Ziggity 4 and 5 here. Down bid. Ziggity 5. Ziggity 5. 6. It's 6. And now Sands. Ziggity Sands. Ziggity Sands. 8. 69. 9, hey, hit 9. 9 now 70, you get a 371, you get a 371, hit 2, you get to be 73, you get to be 74, you get to be 75, you get to be 75, and 375, you hit 5, 600, you get to be 77, and now 78, and you get to be 79, hit 9, 80, you get to be 380, and you get to be 380, hit 79, 80, you get to be 380, and you get to be 380, and you get to be 379, I get to be CA 55. Guys, round of shots off their mamas yesterday right around. Guys, they get big for you. You're going to be down to 321, and 321, 321 here, 2, and 22, and I got a man 3, you're going to be 25, you're going to be 27, and 327, 30, how you going to be 32, you're going to be 32, you're going to be 32, and 332, 1, 2, and you're going to be 32, and you're going to be 31, 2, and 31, 2, 3, 4, and you're going to be 34, and you're going to be 34, I'm going to be 4, and you're going to be 34, 5, and you're going to be 36 here, you're going to be 36 high, you're 37, you're going to be 38, and you're going to be 38, you're 90, you're 30 and 40, and you're going to be 41, and 42, you're going to be 43, and you're going to be 44, in 45, you're going to be 46 here, down 47, in 48, and you're going to 49, now 50, and you're going to 50, TJ, come on back here, down, you're going to 350, I'm 350, and you're going to 49, 50, and you're going to 349, I got to be Bates on 6, you Bates on 6. Open heifer off and hind in here now. You going to be on 250. Got 150. On 250. 250. You get about 250. On 150. You say $2 on her down 2. 2. Hit 2. I ain't going to be 2. $1.50. $1.50. And 150. 5. 155. 155. 5. 155. 155. 5. 50 here. 5 here. 60. 165. 70. 170. 80, 180, sir, 85, 85, 90, 195, 195, you're $2 on her, you're going to be 2, 5, you get up 2, 5, 10, I'm going to be 210, 210, 15, and you're going to be 20, and 225, and 25, 30, you're going to be 30, on 25, 30, I'm going to be 225, you're going to be 30, 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 225, you got to remind me there. Rico. Same old Rico. He steer off in the front end, you say? You going to be $1.80, 180, 80, 180, 150, 150, you $1.50, 150, 150, dollar bill, now I got a man, you 2, 102, 5, you're going to be 7, you're going to be 10, you're going to be 12, now 15, you 15, and now 17, you're going to be 17, now 17, 20, 120, 125, 130, 135, 140, 140, 135, 45, 145, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 175, 80, 185, 190, 190, 190, 190, 190, 190, 185, get to 90, get to 90, get to 90, get to 90, 185, they're going to be JW, get them on 7. Heifer, round inner guys off for Mama. Then you're going to be down to 335. You're 335 and bid 5 here down to 335. 335. You get them on $3 and I got a man down. $3 2, 5. You get 5, 5, 5. You're 305 and now 7. You get them in 10. You get them in 12. And 312 and 312. 15. You get them in 17. You get them in 20. You get them in 2. You get them in 5. You get them in 7. You get them in 30. You get them in 2. You get them in 5. It's 7, 40, 42, 45. And 345. You get to be 342 and 5. You get them in 342 and 5. You get them in 342 and 2. And 2 and 5, 342, and that's going to be Maria. Thank you, Bill. Appreciate you as always. Nice cattle right there, sir. Right off their mamas, guys. Round of shots. There are no implants in the good cattle. Going to be no guarantee. On you gonna be 290, you 290, you 90, 90, 90, 80, you gonna be 290, at 190, how you gonna be 290, how you gonna be 280, on 280, 81, I got a van, how you gonna be 281, 81, and 281, Jerry on Tram, you gonna 82, 82, 83, 85, 87, 90, you gonna be 92, you 95, 97, now 3, now 2, 302, Mac, you gonna be 302, 302, money's high, 302, 22, Mac, you gonna be on 302, and $3 and 2, how you gonna be 22, 22, down $3, and that gonna be Trent. Get up on 25X. On heifers, no guaranteed. I ain't gonna be 310. Yeah, down 12. 312, 15. Yeah, 17 and 20 and 322 and 5, 327 and 327, 30 and down 32. You gonna be 32, 35. Yeah, 37, 40. You gonna be 342. You gonna be 345. You gonna be 345, 7. Yeah, 47. Hang gonna be 345 here. You gonna be 7 up here. You gonna be 45 here. Down 7. 345. Mackie. I ain't gonna be on 52. Mackie on 5-2. I think they're all steering 2 bulls now. You're going to be 330. Yeah, 330. I'm going to 330. You're going to be 330. I'm 330. I'm going to 30. I'm going to 330. I'm 330. I'm now 30, 30, 30. And I'm going to now 2. And I'm going to 32. I'm 332. I'm going to man 2. I'm going to 332. Yeah, 2. I'm going to be 2. Going to be 2. Going to be 2. I'm going to 335. You're going to be 35, 37. Yeah, 40. I'm 42. You're going to be 45. You're going to be 345. And 345. And 42. So you're 5 here. You're going to be 342 and 2 and 5. 342. I got to be CA 55. And be 330. Yeah, 330. I'm going to 330. 330. 330. I'm going to be 310. And 310. I'm going to be 10. Going to be 10. Going to be 10. I'm going to 310. And 310. I'm going to 275. Now I got a van. 77, 80, 82, 85, 87. Going to be 90. Going to be 2. Going to be 5. Going to be 7. Going to be 3. Going to be 2 and 5. Yes, 7. Going to be 10. Going to be 12, 15, 17, 20, 22, 25. Yeah, 27. 327, 30. Down 32. Down 335. Yeah, 35. 332. I'm gonna be 35 here. Down to 332 and 2 and 2 and 5. 332. I'm gonna be Mackie. Get him on 42. Mackie on 42. You'd think he'd put his boots on for today, wouldn't you, Wes? So you're going to be the love kettle for you. On off their mamas, guys. Round of shots guaranteed open to you. On open now. You're going to be 311 and 311. And now 311, 12. 312. And I got a van. 312 and 312. And now 12, 12, 13. And 14. Now 15. And 16. Is 17, 18. And 19. And 19, 20. And 320. And 320. 19, 20. 21. Both out here, 2. And 23, and you're going to be 24, and you're going to be 25, you're 26, and now 7, you're going to be 28, and you're going to 29, 30, and you're going to 31, and 331, and you're going to 331, and you're going to 331, and you're going to be 331 bid, 1 buy, and 330. I got to be Troy, get him on 6X. Go ahead. Their steers off their mama round of shots in them here now. He going to be 367 and 367. 7 up here. 367 and 367. 350 and 355 and bid 5 here. 355 60 down bid 5. 70 75 80 380 and 85. You're going to be 385 and 385 90. You're going to be 395. You're going to 4 down 4 bucks on them 5 and 405. 405 10 and 410. 405 10. I ain't gonna be 10, 10, 10, 405 here, 10 here, I ain't gonna be 405, gonna be 10, gonna be 10, gonna be 10, 405 Huffman. Their stairs come right along, guys. He going to be 305. Hit 305. Hit 5 here. Down to 305. Hit 5. Hit 5 here. Down to 305 here. Down to 285. Hit 285. 7. 90. You're going to be 92. You're going to be 92. 95. You're going to be 97. Hit 97. 97 to bid 97 about 97. 293. Down bid 10. 3 bucks here. Down to 2. Down to 302. Hit 2. Down 5. You're going to be 305. 307. Hit 307. Now 10. Now 12. And 312. Down to 312. 15. now 17, and 20, 320, is 1720, hang it to be 317, get him in 22, 22, 322, and 1, 2, 23, you're gonna be 24, you're gonna be 24, and 23, 24, and 323, CA, I get on number 6. Yes, ma'am. I got plenty of coffee, don't I? Jackson cattle guys off their mamas. They're going to be wolves to you. On you're going to be 382 on 382. I'm going to be 2 to be 2 and 382 82 82 82 on 382 and 365 and 87. I got a man 387 367 hands 85 87 365 770 and 70 and 370 and 370 and 87 70 and 87 70 and 387. I got to be CA 55. Be the big brothers. He going to be 325 and 325 and now 7 and 327 30 and 32 and 332. I'm going to be 2 pound and 37 40 and going to be 342 and 342. You 2 2 2. I'm going to be 2 going to be 2 going to be 2 and 342. I'm going to be 2 2 2 2 and 340 George. You bet guys, crossbreeds off a load back there now. You're going to be 310, it's 110. I ain't gonna be 10, 10, 10. I'm gonna be 310, it's 110. I ain't gonna be 10, gonna be 10, gonna be 10, it's 110. I ain't gonna be 10, gonna be 10. $3 on them, it's $3. You $333. I'm gonna be $3 about here, $333. It's $3. You $333. I'm gonna be 280. I'm gonna be 81. I got a man. I'm gonna be 281. Native here down. 81, 2, 82, 85, 85, 87. I'm 287. Both out here 90. I'm gonna be 92. Hey, gonna be 92. 95. You 95, 97, 297. 3 now 2 bid 2 5 you 305 you 5 5 5 5 2 0 5 here 7 9 could have been 10 10 10 12 15 you 17 now 20 and 320 and 322 and 322 5 you're gonna be 25 and 325 2 0 5 here and 322 and 2 and 5 you get on 322 TJ I ain't got a number 7 hung it on TJ on 7. I'd be the only bull came along now. You're going to be 280 on 280. I'm going to be 280 and 280 and you're going to be 280 on 280. I'm going to be 80s here and 270 on 272. Down 5. You're going to be 75, 77. Now 80 and I'm going to be 280 on 282. I'm going to be 285. You're going to be 285, 87 on 287. 90. You're going to be 292. You're going to be 95. You're going to be 97. Now 3. Now 2. Down 325 and 305 and 205 here. You're going to be 302. You're going to be 5. You're going to be 57 and 307 10 and you're going to be 310 and you're going to be 307 you're going to be 10 you're going to be 10 you're going to be 10 307 I'm going to be Bates on 6. Guaranteed open Yearling Heifer. She's not right. Yep. You're going to be tracking off a little bit right there now. $1.80 180 $1.80 you get 180. 80's here. Down to 180. $1.20. 120. 120. You get 20 to bid 20 to buy. 120. 120. 120. You get to be 120. 120. You get to be dollar bill. Now $2. $2. 2. 2. $2. 5. 105. 7. You get to be 10. You get to be 12. 15. You get to be 17. You get to be 20. You get to be 2. You get to be 5. You get to be 7. You get to be 30. You get to be 2. And 32. Down 35. You get to be 37. You get to be 40. 142. 145. 147. 150. 152 and 5. You get to be 7. 60. 2 down 5 here 7 up here 70 172 175 177 180 182 85 87 90 192 195 you get 197 you get $2 on her 2 you're gonna be 225 you're gonna be 207 and 207 you get 5 here you're gonna be 7 up here down you're gonna be 25 you're gonna be 7 you're gonna be 7 you're gonna be 7 205 and they're gonna be Trent and you get on 24X. I got a big foot on him. $1.50. I ain't gonna 2. Is that you? I ain't gonna 152. Yeah, 2. I ain't gonna be 2. I ain't gonna 152 and 2. 152. Yeah, 2. I ain't gonna be 2. I ain't gonna be 142. 142. 5. I got a man 145. 142. 5. 142 0. 5 here. I ain't gonna 142 and 2 and 2 and 5. 142. I ain't gonna be Kyle. You want an X on him? 0. Kyle 0. Crossbred steer and a good one. Oh, you're going to be 275. You're going to be 275. 275. You're going to 275 here. Down to 275. You're going to be 240. You're going to be 240. It's 240. You 40, 40, 40. You're going to be 240. Down to 2. You're going to 45. You're going to be 47. You hit 50. You're going to be 252 and 5. 55, 7, 60, 262. 5, 7, 70. You're going to be 72. On 272. I'm going to be 255. You're going to be 75. You're going to be 75. You hit 77, 80. I'm going to be 280. Now 280, 285. You're going to be 285, 87. On 285, 87. 85 here. You're going to be 7 up here. I'm going to be 285. TJ. I'm going to be number 7. TJ on 7. Open heifer. You're going to be, thank you. $1.20. Eat 120. Eat 120 to be 20 to 120. 120. Eat $1.20. You're going to be $70, 72. It's 72.5. You're going to be 77, 80, 82, 82, 85, 87. Eat 92. You're going to be 95. You're going to be $1. You're going to be 5. You're going to be 10. You're going to be 10, 10. And 15. 15. You do it here. 15, 20, 125. Eat 30, 130, 130, 135, 40, 145, 145, 145, 140, 145 here, down to 140, 145, 140. I got to be Kylo. She's 75 days. She's open to you now. 75 days on her. You're going to be $3. You're going to be $3. You won. I got a band here. $3 and 1. You won. Now 2, 5, and through 5, 7. You're going to be now 10. You're 310. I'm going to be now 12 and be 15. 15, 17. You're 20. Then you're going to be 320. Then you're going to be 320. You're 320. You're 20 to be 20 to be. You're going to be 320. You're going to be 17, 20. You're going to be 317. They're going to be Trent. I get him on 25X and please Preg. Guys have been on feed for a while here now. Big old yearlings tears. How you gonna be? Be the Miller yearlings now. How you gonna be? Also that black yearling outside there down. How you gonna be? You bet. Long yearlings here now. I'll sell the steer outside, guys. He's black and beautiful and good now at 320. 320. 20. 320. 320. 310. 310. 11. 311 12. 13. 15. You're going to be 17. 20. Hit 2. 25. 27. 30. You're going to be 330. And 327. 30. You're going to be 330. 330. And 330. You're going to be 27. You're going to be 30. You're going to be 30. 327. I'm going to be George. So the big brother here, long time yearling. You're going to be down to 290. You're 290. You're 290, 90, 90. You're going to be 290. You're going to be 290. At 290. You're going to be 270. On 271. Yes, 71 bid. 1 by 2. You're going to be 73. You're going to be 75, 77, 80. On 282. You're going to be 282. 85, 85, 85, 85. On 282 and 5. 85 here. I'm going to be 282. 85 here. I'm going to be 282. I'm going to be TJ. I'm going to be number 11. How you going to be on TJ on 11? He be a big bull. He gonna be you're gonna be 202. 202. 5. You're gonna be 5 here. 5 here. Down 7. You're 207. I got a van. 5 here. You're gonna be 7. You're 10. I'm gonna be 12. Down 15. You're gonna be 17. You're gonna be 20. You're gonna be 2. You're gonna be 22. 222. I'm gonna be 222. 222. 5. You're 25. 7. You're gonna be not 30. You're gonna be 32. You're gonna be 32. 232. 2 to be 2. 32. You do it here. 5. You're gonna be 35. You're 37. You're gonna be 35, 37. You're going to be 235, 37. 235. They're going to be George. You're going to be 330. You're 330. I'm going to 30. And Yerlin now. And 330. You're 330. And 330. And 310. And 310. I'm going to 10, 10, 10. And 310. And 310. I'm going to 310, 10. 3 bucks on him. 2. And 302. You're 2. I'm going to be 2. You're going to be 275. 275. 77. I'm going to van. You're going to be 275. You're going to be 277. 80. You're going to be 282. You're going to be 285. You're going to be 287. 90. 292. You're going to be 295. You're going to be 297. Now 3. Now 302. And 302. 5. You're going to be 305 here. Down 2 5 here. Down 302. You're going to be 5. You're going to be 5. You're going to be 5. 302. I'm going to be TJ on 7. On Hebel here, you're going to be $4 on him. You $4. You get forward and forward and 375 and 375 and 375. You get about 375 and 375 and 360. And now 60 and now 2 and 362. Got 2 to be 2. Down 65, 65, 87. You're going to be 70, 72. Yes, 75. You're going to be 77, 80 and 380 and 380. I'm going to be 77, 80 and 377 Huffman. In 377, get him on Huffman. I ain't gonna be, he's a bull and a good one. Only gonna be a new deal for you. Off the mamas, all natural to you. Only you're going to be 321. You 2. I'm going to be 5. You're going to be 7. I'm going to be 30. You're going to be 2. And 332. You're going to be 332. You're going to be 332. You 2. I'm going to be 2. You're going to be 2. You're going to be 2. And 332. You 2. 2. 2. 2. And 330. And I'm going to be George. Little lightweight heifers. Are you going to be the Howland cattle for you? I'm going to be 90 plus days, guys. 2 rounds of vaccines. 90 plus days, 2 rounds. I'm going to be $4. You $4 on them. $4 here. $4. You 2. 5. You're going to be 7. You're going to be 10. You're going to be 12. You're going to be 15, 17, 20. You 20. You're going to be 22. You're going to be 25. You're going to be 27. You 30. You're going to be 32. Now you're going to be 35. You're going to be 37. Now 40. For 40. You 440. You're going to be 42. You're going to be 45. You're going to be 47. You 50. You're going to be 50. And 452. You 2. Down 5. 55 here. You're going to be 7 up here. Down 57. And 57. 60. You're going to be 62. Down going to be 65. Down 65. 65. You 2 0. 5 here. Down 462 and 2 and 2 and 2 and 5 here. Down going to be 462. I'm going to be West and get them on 14. West on 14. On heifers, 90 days on them. I ain't gonna be $4. You $4 on them. $4 here. $4. You 4. I ain't gonna $4 here. $4 on them here. 4. 402. And I got a man. You 402. 222. 402. 402. You 5. You 405. You gonna be now 7. 407. You 10. 12. 15. 17. 20. 22. You 22. Down 2 to be 2. Down 5. You're gonna be 27. 27. 30. You're gonna be 32. You 35. You're gonna be 35. You 435. 2 0 5 7 and 37. Hit 40 and 40. If 140. I for 40s here and for 40 and 37 40 and 437. I'm gonna be Wonger on 4. To the Howland family, thank you folks. Appreciate you. An awful nice cattle right here now. I'll be the Pearsall cattle for you. Guys, they're going to be home raised, got all the shots in them. They're going to be 90 plus days on the weaning, guys. You're going to be vaccinated 90 plus days. I ain't going to be 420. You're 420. You're 20, and I'm going to van down here 422, and 22, and 422. 5, you're going to be 25. You're going to be 27. You're 427, and 27, and 420, 30, and 32. You're going to be 35. You're going to be 37, and 37, 40, and 42. You're going to be 45. You're going to be 47, and 47, 50, and 52, and 55. 55, you're 57, 60, and 60, and 62, you're 2, down 5, 85, 87, 70, you're 72, you're going to be 72 and 2, and 472, you're 2, I'm going to be 2, 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 470, Wonger 4, you're Wonger on 4. Be the Whitson Kettle guys. Home raised 2-round shots, guys. Going to be 65 plus days on the weaning here now. On going to be 440. You're 440. I now 40s here. Down to get 440. And going to get 440. You're 440. I now 40s here. Down to get 420. You're 420. And going to get 422. And I going to be in 5. You're now 7. Hey, going to be now 30. Hey, going to be 32. 35. Going to be 37. Going to be 40. Going to be 42. Hit 45. Hey, going to be 45 here. Down to get 445. Hit 5. Hit 445 here. Down to 05 here. Down to for 42. I got to be West on 14. West, and going to be number 14. Guys, they're steers. They come along. They're vaccinated. 65 plus days on them, guys. On you gonna be 502. You 2. I ain't gonna be 2. Gonna be 2. Gonna be 2. Gonna be 2. Gonna be 502. You 502. Boys ought to be there now. 502. You 2. I ain't gonna be 65 days away now. 5 and now 7. You 10. Now 12. Gonna be 12. 5 10 12. 5 10 high. Gonna be 12. Gonna be 5 12. You 15. And now 17. He gonna be 17 20. You 22. He gonna be 25 27 and 27. Now 30. You're going to be 32, down, you're going to be 35, you're going to be 37, you're going to be 40, you're going to be 2, down, 542, and 542, down, you're going to be 222, down, you're going to be 542 and 2, down, you're going to be 540. I got to be D&D on 1, D&D on 1. 60 day, little sway in the back here now. 72 down, 255, 255, 55 here, down, 2 bucks on him, 5, 10, you're gonna be 2, 5, 10, you 10, I ain't gonna be 10, you're gonna be 10, you're gonna be 10, 15, and you're gonna be 20, you're gonna be 25, 30, and you're gonna be 35, 40, hit 45, 50, and you're gonna be 55 now, 60, 65 now, 70, 275, 280, and you're gonna be 280, 75, 80, and you're gonna be 275, 80, and you're gonna be 275, 80, and you're gonna be 275, I ain't gonna be Trent 2 to 4. Home raised 2 rounds, 55 days on the weaning. On you gonna be 390. You 2. Down to 92. Down to 392. You 2. Down to be 2 to be 2. Down to 392. 5. You're gonna be 97. You're gonna be 4 down 2. You 405 and 407. 407 and now 10. 14, 12. And you're gonna 15. You're gonna be 17. You're 17. How you gonna be 17? 20. You're gonna be 22. You're gonna be 25. You're 27. Now 30. You're gonna be 32. Now you're gonna be 35. You're gonna be 37. And now 40. And you're gonna get 42. You're gonna be 42. And for 42. I ain't gonna get you to be 2, and for 42, you do it here, down 5, you're gonna be 47, and 47, and you're gonna be for 45 here, you're gonna be 7 up here, down for 45. I'm gonna be West, and get up on 14, West, in number 14. I'll be the Wilkinson Kettle guys, right off their mamas, are gonna be guaranteed open to them. And you're going to be 317 and 317 and 317. You're going to be 317. It's 17. 20. 320. You do it. 320 and 317. 20. 17. Going to be 20 now 2. 25. You're 25. You're going to be 25 here 7. You're going to be now 30. You're going to be 330 and 332. You're going to be 32 35. You're going to be 35 here down. You're going to be 32 35 and 332 down 5 here down. Be 332. Then going to be Mackey. I ain't going to on number 62, Mackey 62. Be a new deal for you. You're going to be Lance Clark's kettle for you. 95 of these things sorted up for you. Guys got a round of shots at them, guys. They're off their mamas. They're going to be open to you. How you going to be? Heifers are open now. 402. You 2. Down 402. Down going to be 402. You 402. Down to 222. Down to 4 bucks and 2. You $4.02. Down to 222. Down to 382. 382. 585 here and 87. Going to be 90. Going to be 2. Going to be 5. Going to be 7. You $4. And now 402. Down bid 5. 407 to bid 10. You 410. I ain't going to be 7 here. 10 here. Down to 10 12. And going to be 15. 15. You 17, you get him in 20, and down to 25, you 25, 27, I get him in 30, get him in 30, get him in 30, get him in 30, 427, 30, you get 30, 30, 30, I'm gonna be 427, you get him in 30, 427, I'm gonna be West just 4, West on 4. I'm going to show you 18 more of the big sisters now. They're open. On you're going to be 340. Get 340. I'm going to do 340. I'm going to be 340. At 340. I'm going to do 340. Then you're going to be 331. I'm going to be 2. I'm going to do 3. I'm going to be 5. I'm going to be 7. Hit 40, 42, 45. Hit 47, 50. And I'm going to do 52. And I'm going to do 352. Hit 2. Bryce Route 352. Hit 2. I'm going to be 2 pound. And I'm going to do 5, 7, 57. 55, 7, 60, 361, 111. You're going to be down 2, 62 and 3, 63, 333, and you're going to down 4, down to get 4 pound, down to get 5, 65 and 5, 6 here, $66 cents, you get 10, you get 7, it's 6 here, and you're going to get cents, you get 10, you do it here, down, you're going to get 6 here, 7, and 366, and now 7 up here, and you're going to 8, and you're going to get 9, 9, 9, get 9, 9, 9, 9, 69, get 9, 8, and 9, and 9, and 9, and 9, you're going to be 368 and 9, 9, 9, 368, and that's going to be West, so get up on number 14, West just 4, West just 4. Big sisters, guys, guaranteed open to you. Nice kind right here now. Guys, will be one, just a touch of short ears here now. Open, high to 311, and 311, 12, high to man, high to 311, get him 12, get him 12, get him 12, and 311, 12, and to 12 here, down to 311, get him 12 here, be no cheaper now, 311, 12, and 311, 12, he 11 to 12, and 13, and 14, and 14, and now 15, and 16, and 16, and now 17, 18, and 19, 19, 20, and 320, and 321, and 22, and 23, hit 24, and 20. You're going to be 26 here, you're going to be 27, you're 28, you're going to be 29, you're going to be 30, you're going to be 31, you're going to be 32, you're going to be 32, and 33, you're going to be 34, and you're going to be 34, you're 33, 34, and you're going to be 33, you're going to be 34, and be 333. I'm going to be Mackie 62. Go ahead and preg them. You bet you. Mackie 62 and preg. Be the steers. Come right along, guys. They're vaccinated. They're steered out now. You're gonna be 475. Hit 475, 80. Down. Gonna be 480. Down. Gonna 480 and 85. You're gonna be 485 here. Down. 90. 495. Hit 95. You're gonna be down 495 5 and $5 on them 5. You're gonna be 505 10. 510. 510. 710. 10 10. 512. If 512. 15. 15. If 15, 515, 515, 515, 15, 17, you get in a 20, 22, 522, 5, is 7, 527, 30, you're going to be 32, you're going to be 35, you're going to be 37, in 537, you 535 here, you're going to be 7 up here, you're going to be 535, you're going to be 537, 535, and I'm going to be T, get on number 48. Be the Clark cattle guys. He's going to be round of shots. Same cattle now. They're steers and they're good. You're going to be down. You're going to be down $4 on them. You get $4. You get $4 down. You're going to $4 down. You're going to Carl like them boys here down. You're going to $4. You get $4 down. You're going to $3.90. You get $3.90. You're going to $3.90. You're going to $3.90. It's $190. You're going to be $375 and walk them out that door. $375, $77. I got a van down. $377, $80. And $380. You're going to $82. You're going to be $382. $82 down. $85 here down. You're going to $85. 86 here, 86 high, 86, 87, 87, 87, 8, 89, hit 89, 90, you're going to 391, you're going to be 92, you're going to be 92, hit 93, you're going to be 94, you're going to be 95, you're going to be 96 here, you're going to be 97, hit 98, you're going to be 99, you're going to be down 4, down $4 on them 1, hit 412, you're going to be 403, you're going to be 404, you're going to be 44, hit 404, down 3s here, 4s here, you're going to be 434, hit 403, you're going to be 444, you're going to be 403, I'm going to be T, I'm going to be number 48. I'm going to have a T on 48. Staring around at them, guys. They're right off their mamas, guys, but look at the quality right here now. You're going to be good boys. You're going to be camp. Thank you. You're going to be down 331 and 331 and 331 and 331 and 332. I got a van and now 332 3 and 33 and 34. You're going to be 35. You're going to be 36 here down 36 high. In 36 7. You're going to be 37. You're 8. You're going to 38 and 9 9 high. You're 9. 30 and 40. 340. So you're going to be 40. And now 1. 42. He's going to be 43. He's going to be 43. 4 and 45. He's going to be 45 here. And 345. 405. And now 6 here. Down 46. And 46. 7. He's going to be 48. And 49. Now 50. And 50. And 350. And 350. And 350. I'm going to be 49. 50. And 349. 50. 349. I'm going to be Jerry on 6. You got one Jerry on 6. To the Clark family. Lance, we appreciate you, sir. Nice cattle right there. Now, pleasure selling them for you today. I'll be Kenny and Michelle Hunter's cattle here for you. Guys are vaccinated. Off their mamas all the way to long time wing, guys. So be your own judge here now. You're going to be 360. I'm 360. I now 2. I'm going to be 362. You 2. I'm going to be 2. Going to be 2. Going to be 2. 362. You 2. I'm going to be down here. Bid 2s here. Down 362. You 2. 2. 2. 2. Down 360. I'm going to be Mackie. I'm going to be number 52. You Mackie 5-2. They're going to be guaranteed open to you. They're going to be 309. Hit 309. High 9 here. 309. 309. 309. Hit 9. I'm going to be 9. Going to be 9. Going to be 9. Going to be 9. Hit 309. 9. You're going to be $3 on a 1. 301. Hit 2. 302. I'm going to be here down 5. You're going to be 305. 7. Hit 10. Now 10. 12. 312. And now 15. 15. And 312. 13. 14. 14. 14. 15. Hit 15. 15, 16, you're going to be 17, 18, 13, 18, you 17, 18, 317, 18, 18, 18, 18, you're going to be 317. I'm going to be Troy. I'm going to be on 6X. You're going to be on Troy. You're going to be on 6X. Go ahead and preg them. He steered. 310. It's 110. I ain't gonna be 10. You're gonna be 10. You're gonna be 10. You're gonna be 10. You're gonna be 10. It's 110. $3 on him. It's $3. You 3. Now 1. 3 1. I got a man 2 5. You're gonna be 7. Now 307. 8 9 9 10. 11. 311 and 311. 12. 13. You're gonna be 14. You're gonna be 15. You're gonna be 16. You're gonna be 17. 18 and 19. You're gonna be 20. You're gonna be 21. You're gonna be 21 and 321. You hit 1 here. 320. I'm gonna be TJ. I'm gonna on 7. You're gonna on TJ on 7. On he bull. He gonna be 385. Hit 385. He gonna be 385. 85. At 385. And boys, how to be there now? You're gonna be 385. 87. You're gonna be 387. 85. 87. 90. You're gonna be 390. You're gonna be 390. It's 387. 90. You 390. 90. You hang 387. 90. Yeah, 90 to bid, 90 to bomb. You're going to be 387. You're going to be 90. 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 He going to be 387. That going to be Jerry. Going to be number 4. I ain't going to be Jerry on 4. If he didn't have that different colored jacket on, I couldn't tell the difference in you two. You're going to be steer down. 335. In 335 and 7. I could have been 40. You could have been 2. You could have been 5. You could have been 7. You could have been 50. And 350. And now 2. 55. 57. And 60. And 360. And now 2. And now 5. 65. It's 70. 70. You're going to be 372. You're going to be 372. You 2. I'm going to be 2. You're going to be 2. You're going to be 2. I'm going to be 72. You 2. I'm gonna be 222 and 370. I'm gonna be CA 5 and 5. You CA 55. Be the Borden Kettle guys are going to be home raised, long time yearlings here now, good ones. You're going to be guaranteed to be open to you. You're going to be down to 307 and 307, long time wing guys, guaranteed open. 307 and 307, 7 of it, 7 of bound, 307 and 307. I'm going to be 307. I'm going to be $3 on them, 1 and $3 one. You get 1 here, 301, 301. You won, 290, at 290. You get 90, 91. You're going to be 91 here, open now, 92. You're going to be 93. You're going to be 94, he gonna be 94, hit 94, he gonna be 95, he gonna be 96, 97, he gonna be 98, 99, he gonna be 99, and now 3, and he gonna go 3, and he gonna down 1, and he gonna down 2, and he gonna down 3, and he gonna down 4, and he gonna down 5, and 306, and now 7, 8, and 309, 9, 10, and 310, 11, hit 12, and he gonna go 312, and he gonna go 312, now 13, he gonna be 14, hit 15, and he gonna do 15, now 16, he gonna be 17, hit 317, 317, hit 16, I'm gonna be 17, and 316, you're gonna be 17, 316. I'm gonna be Jeff, and get him on 28X and Pragum. On Yerlands open, high gonna be 315. Hit 15, Jeff, stick him on there, 315. Hit 15, 315. Hit 15, I get him on 15, 310, and 310, 11. I got a man, 311, and 311, and 12, and 13. You're gonna be 14, you're gonna be 14, and 14, 15, 15, 14, and 16. You're gonna be 16, 17. It's 17, 18, 13, 19, 19. You're 20, you're going to be 21, you're going to be 21, 2, you're going to be 23, you're 23, you're going to be 24, you're going to be 25, you're going to be 25, and 325, 4 0, 5 here, high, you're going to be 324, and 4, and 4, and 5, you get them on 324. I'm going to be sitting right along, same way, Jeff, 28X, and Pragum. To the Borden family, thank you, folks, appreciate you. Nice cattle right there down. I'll be the Adams cattle guys. Home raised, got a round of vaccines in them. 60 plus days on these cattle now. All steers, and they are good. He get a beat, 480. Hit 480, and now 2, 482, and I got a man here, 85, 87, a bit, 80, 90, you got a bit 92. Hit 92, going to be 492, 492, 95, you're going to be down 5, and $5 on them 5. Hit 10, 10, now 7, 507. Hit 507, you're going to be 10, you're going to be 10, 10, 12, 15, 15, 17. Hit 20, you're going to be 25, you're going to be 25, if I 25, 30, and I'm going to get 530, and I'm going to get 35, and 535, if I 35, you hit 5 here, and I'm going to get 535, and I'm going to get 535, and I'm going to get 530. I'm going to be D&D on number 1. 60 plus days, guys. You're going to be vaccinated. You're going to be 425. You're 425. I'm going to do 30. And I'm going to do 30, 30, 30, 25, 30. I got a man here for 30. You're 35, 40, 5, 50, 5, 60, 5, 70. It's 75, 80, 480. It's 75, 80. I'm going to be 475, 80. And I'm going to do 475, 80. 475, 80. I'm going to do 475, 80. And I'm going to do 475. D&D on 3. Adams cattle guys, still 60 plus days, guys. They're vaccinated and they are good. Look at the condition on these cattle down. You're going to be Silvertear on 360 and 362. I got a man 5, 7. You're going to be 70. You're going to be 2. You're going to be 5. You're going to be 7, 80, 82, 85, 87 up here. 90s here, 92, 95, 97 a bid 4. Down bid 402 and 405 and 5 here. Down to 555 and 402. You're going to be 5. If 405, you hit 5 here. Down to 402. You're going to be 5. You're going to be 5. If 402 and 5, Miller, what do you think here? Down to 402, you're going to be 5, 7. If 407, 407, you're going to be 10, you're going to be 10, you're going to be 10. 407, 10. I'm going to be 10, you're going to be 10, you're going to be 10. 407 to be 10 to buy me. You're going to be 407, you're going to be 10. 407. And that's going to be, how do we charge him again? Buster. Three and 4 months along. I'm going to be 255. You're 255, 68. You're going to be 60, 68. You're going to be 260. I'm 260. I'm going to be 260. You're going to be 255, 60, 55, 60. I'm 260. I'm going to be 255 here. I'm going to be 60 here. Down 60. I'm 255, 60 here. I'm going to be 255, 60, 55, 60. You're going to be 255, 60, 255. I'm going to be Jerry. Get him on 22 and leave him be. 1-year-old. She is 5 months long. 230. On 230, you're going to be 230. On 230. On 230, you're going to be 230. 230. On 230, you're going to be 30, 30, 30. You're going to be 230. You're going to be 210. On 210, I'm going to be 10. You're going to be 10. You're going to be 10. On 210, I'm going to be 10. You're going to be 10, 12, 15. You're going to be 17, 20. You're going to be 25, 30. You're going to be 35, 40. Hit 550, 50, 50. You're going to be 245, 50. You're going to be 245, 50. At 250, I'm going to be 245, 50. You're going to be 50. You do it here. 5 and 55, 60. On 260. I'm going to be 60. You're going to be 255. Ruben. She's one and open now. He's going to be Yerlin open. He's going to be 325. At 325 and 5 here. 325. And she's open now. 325 and 325 7 and 327 of it 7 of them. You're going to be 325 7. At 30. 30. 330. 330. High going to be 30 30 30. 30 30 30. Going to be 327 30 327. Mackie get up on 62. The yearlings are going to be 4 months for you. You're going to be at 200 and on one here, 50. It's 140. How you going to be 240? How you going to be 40 to 40 to bomb? You're going to be 240. You're going to be 240. On 220. You get 220, 20, 20. You're going to be $2 on the girls out that door. $2 one. They're 1 by 4s. You're going to be $2 one. 2 1. And you're going to be 2 2. And I'm going to be here down. 2 1 2 1 2 3. You're going to be 5. You're going to be 7. You're going to be 10, and now 12, and 12, 15, you're going to be 17, you're going to be 20, you're going to be 22, and 222, 222 and 2, and 5, you're 25, you're going to be 27, you're going to be 30, and now 32, 35, you're 37, now 40, you're going to be 240, 240, 240, and 240, you're going to be 37, 40 to mom, you're going to be 237, 40, 237, I'm going to be Ruben. Maria, put them on Maria. He's going to be 235. You're 235. He's going to be 235 here. 235. On 235 and 5 here. 220. 220. That's 220. Are you going to be 220? 205. You're 205. 7. You're going to be 207. Going to be 10. Going to be 12. 15. Now 17. You're 20. You're going to be 22. You're going to be 25. You're going to be 27. 30. You're 32. You're going to be 32. You're going to be 32. On 232. 2 to the 2. 2 232 and 2 and 5. You're going to be 35, 37. On 237. I'm going to be 35 here. You're going to be 7 up here. I'm going to be 235. I'm going to be George. Black Baldy heifer, not like herd. He's going to be. I'm going to be 100-day yearling. She's going to be guaranteed open tee down. He's going to be 315. You're 15. 17, 20. You're going to be 2. You're going to be 5. You're going to be 7. You're going to be 30. You're going to be 2. You're going to be 5. You're going to be 7. And 337, 40. You're going to be 2. You're going to be 42. And 342, 5. You're going to be 47. You're going to be 50. And you're going to be 52. You're going to be 55. 57. 57, 57, 57. 55. You're going to be 7 up here. And you're going to be 357. You're going to be 355. I'm going to be West and get up on 16. Go ahead and practice. West 16, Prager to guarantee. I'm going to show you some little dandies right here now. Home raised, round of shots off their mamas. On you're going to be 505. You're 505. You're 5 here. 505. 505. You're 505. You're 5 here. 505. Now 10 and 510. You're 10. 510. I got a van down here. Bid 510. You're 505. Get a 10, 10, 10. 505. You're going to be 10. Here we go. 505, 10. You're 10. 505. Get a 10. 505 Huffman. Thermometers round of shots. So you're gonna be $4 on them. $4. Hit forward. Forward. $4. $380. $382. I could have been 585, 87. You could have been 90. You could have been 2. You could have been 5. Hit 97 and 97 forward. 402. 405. Hit 405, 7, 10. Now 12. 15. You're gonna be 17. You're gonna be 17. You're now 20. 22. You're gonna be 22. 25. You're gonna be 25. You're 27. You're gonna be now 30. You're now 30. And 430. I'm 30. You're gonna be 427. You're gonna be 30. 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 427. I'm gonna be Jerry. Number 4. Old Jerry. Number 4. You're gonna be 450 and 50. 450 450. 450. 50. You do it here down 450. And now 2. I got a van here down 52 55 and 55. 455 and now 55 here down 45. 55 times 7. You're gonna be now 60. You're gonna be 62. You're gonna be 62. Hit 5 down bids. You're gonna be 7. You're gonna be 70. 70. You're gonna be 72. You're gonna be 75. It's 77. You're going to be 77. 80. Then you're going to 482. Then you're going to be 482. Hit 2. Then you're going to 482. Got 2 to be 2. Then you're going to be 482 and 2 and 2. Then you're going to be 480. I'm going to be Jerry number 4. Then you're going to Jerry number 4. Guys, getting 1 bull on them, guys. Rest of them going to be steers now. He going to be $4 on them. Hit $4. Hit 4 and 4 and 4. Now 2. I got a van 402. Hit 2. I got to be 2. Going to be 25 and 405. You going to be 7. I got to be 10, 12, 15. You going to be 17. Hit 17, 20. You going to be 22. You going to be 25. You going to be 27. And now 30. You going to be 32. You going to be 32, 2, 2. And 432. I going to be 25. You going to be 35, 37. And now 40. And you're going to now 2. And you're going to 45. You're going to be 45. In 45, 5, 7. Now 50. And you're going to 52. Down 5. 55. You're going to be 7. 57, 77, 60. And 460. Down 2. Down bid. 5. Down. You get 5. You get 5. You get 5. 462 and 5. Yes, 62 here. 5 here. 462. I'm going to be Troy. And you said number 5. You're going to Troy number 5. You round of vaccines right off their mamas. You're going to be 387. Yeah, 387. 87 of it, 75. You're going to be 385. You're going to be 387, 90. And I got a van. And 387, 90. You're going to be and 387, 90. And 92. And 92. And 95. You're going to be 97. Hit 97 forward. And you're going to be 2. You're going to be 405. You're going to be 407. You're going to be 10. Hit 12. And you're going to be 15. You're going to be 50, 17. You're going to be 20. Hit 422. You're going to be 25. You're going to be 27. You're going to be 30. In 32. You're going to be 35. You're going to be 37, now 37, hit 40, and you're going to for 40, hit 440, hit for 40, and you're going to down 2, and you're going to 42, and for 42, I'm going to be 2 to be 2, and you're going to for 42 and 2, you're going to be for 42, for 40, I'm going to be Jerry on 4. Hit 405, you're going to be 5 here, 405, hit 5, hit 5 here, 5 here, you're going to be 405, you're going to be 405, you're going to be 405, hit 5, and you're going to get 5, and you're going to 405, and you're going to boys will be right back here now. Give me 405 now, 405, hit 405, and you're going to 380, and 380, and now 2, and you're going to 385, and 87, hit 90, you're going to be 390, and you're going to 390, hit 390, hit 90, 90, 90, down 2, and you're going to 95, you're going to be 95, hit 97, you're going to be now forward, and you're going to $4 on them. See, you're going to be 4, hit 2, and you're going to 405, hit now 7, hit 407, 5 here, you're going to be 710, and you're going to 10, both out here, 410, now 12, and you're going to 412, now 15, and you're going to 15, and 15, 412, 15, hit 15, and you're going to now 17, you're going to be 17, 20, you're going to be 420, hit 2, and you're going to 25, you're going to be 25, and 25, and 25 here, and you're going to 425, hit 5, 7, hanging 427, hit 30, and you're going to 30, and you're going to 430, hit 430, and you're going to 27, 8, and 28 here, down 9, hit 29 here, down 29, 8 and 9, and you're going to 428, and 9 and 9 and 9, you're going to be 428, I'm going to be Troy, and number 5, you're going to be Troy on 5. To the Love family, thank you, sir. Appreciate you, Josh. Nice Caliber dump. 75 days, all the shots in here now. Oh, you're gonna be hand, you're gonna be hand, $4 on them. Hit $4, hit forward, and forward, and $4. Hit forward, hand, forward, hand, forward, and 2. I got a man. Hit 402, I gotta be 402, I gotta be 4025, you gotta be 405. Hit 7, I gotta be 10, I gotta be 12, and 15, you gotta be 17, you gotta be 20, you gotta be 2. Hit 5, you gotta be 7, I gotta be 30, you gotta be 2, you gotta be 5, you gotta be 7. Hit 40, you gotta be 2, you gotta be 5, and for 45. In for 45, and you're gonna 5 here, and you're gonna for 42 here, 5 here, and you're gonna for 42 and 2 and 2 and 2 and 5 for 42. Not gonna be. I get up on Todd, get up on 44. Oh, going to be 75 days, guys. They're vaccinated. They're good now. Hand condition to go. Going to be 23 head of them. Open now. You're going to be 75 days open. 300 and how much? You're going to be 40. 342. 342. 342. 342. Hit 2. I got to enter down. 342. Hit 2. 5. You're going to be 45. You're going to be 47. You're going to be 47. You're now 7. You're going to be 47. You're going to be 750. You're going to be 52. You're going to be 52. Hit 2. I'm going to be 222. You're going to be 52, 5, and 55, 55, 5, 5, 5, 5, 55, 55, and get a 355 here, 2, 3, 4, and get a 55 here, down bid, 6 here, $56, 7, and 57, 7 of it, 7 of 5, 57, and 6 here, and get to be 7 up here, 56 here, both not here now, 56, 7, and 356, and now 7 up here, down 56 here, he get a bass, 7, 7, 7, and get up a 356, I get to be Todd, get up on 51, you get up on Todd, get up on 51. Oh, still the Maroney cattle guys be the crossbreds. They come right along, guys. 75 plus days on them, guys. They got 3 rounds of vaccines in the good cattle. Oh, you're going to be 365 and 365 hand bid 5 here down 365, 65, and 365. You get one Jerry, your kind hand 350 and 350 hand 2 hand 52 and now 5. You get 55. You get a 7. I got a 60 down 2 down bid 65 and 67, 70. You're going to be 72, 75. You're going to be 77, 80. Going to be 382 and 382. Bryce going to be 82 down to 382. Hit 25, 85, 85, 85, 87, 90. Hit 390. You're going to be 392. Down going to be 395. You're going to be 397. Hit $4 on them. Hang going to be $4 here down $4 2 and 402. Hang going to be 2 both out here down bid 402. Hit 2. Down going to be 2. Going to be 2. Going to be 2. Hang going to be 402. Down going to be 2 to be 2. 2 to be 2. 2 to be 2. $4. Now going to be Todd. And you say 51. Oh, 75-day yearlings here down. 3 rounds of vaccines, guys, guaranteed open. On 325. Hit 325. Punch in there now. 7, 9, get have been 30, get have been 2, get have been 5, get have been 7, get have been 40, and 342 and 5. You hit 45 here down, 7 up here, and 50s here down, 52 and 5. 55, 5, 5, and get have been 357, and 57. 55, you get to be 7 up here, 57, 60, and 360, and 360. And now it's a good 57 high, get have been 60, and 57, 60, and now 2, Ziggity pound down bid, ziggity pound, and 362. Down 5. You hit 5 here, down 362 and 2 and 2 and 5 here, down 362. I get to be Todd, get him on 51. You get him on Todd on 51. 75-day wean steers now, 3 rounds of vaccines. You got to be set up a tear. And 10, 15, hit 20, and I got a man 5 and now 30, and 35, and now 40, hit 45, 50, and 450, and 450, hit 450, and now 55, down 55, 60, 465, 470, 475, 480, hit 485, 490, 495, $5 on them, 505, 510, hit 1520, 520, 20, 20, hit 1520, 1520, hit 515, I ain't gonna been 20, you could have 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 been 20, 515, they got to be D&D on 1, they got to be D&D on number 1. Oh, 75-day steers, guys. 3 rounds in them, guys. I like the kind, but here down. You get a beat, hand, get a tier, then get a beat, hand, get a 300, and on 1 here, hand, get a You got to be down to 350. And now 5. I got a man 355. It's 60. 365. You got to be 370. 375. Go here down 380. Down to 385. 85 90. You got to be 395. You got to be now 4. Now 5. 405. You got to be 10. You got to be 15. Get 20. You got to be 25. 425. Get 422. High got to be 2 to be 2. High got to be 422. Get 2. High got to be 222. Down to 422. You got to be 422 and 2 and 2. Down to down 5. Get 425 and 5 here. Down to 25 here. 7. And 427 now. 7 of it. 7 of them. You got to be 425. You got to be 427. 425. 7. 425. I got to be D&D on 3. I'm going to D&D number 3. And you're going to be down to the same cattle guys. You're going to be 75 days on them. And you're going to be down to 362. On 362, 5 pounds. You're going to be 570, 75, 80. You're going to be 385. You're going to be 390. You're going to be 395. And 395. You're going to be 395 here. Down to 395. All out here now. 395. And 395 forward. And 405. And now 10. Now 15. You're going to be 20. You're 25. You're going to be 30. You're going to be 5. You're going to be 40. You're going to be 5. And for 45. And for 45 now 50. Down to 450 down to 45 50 in for 45 hand 50s here down to for 45 they're gonna be CA get them on number 5 on you're gonna be down to Sears will be down you're gonna be 365 and 365 70 Trent thank you 370 and 365 75 80 85 you're gonna be 90 you're gonna be 5 and now 4 down being 4 here 5 here down 405 hit 5 10 and you're gonna be 15 you're gonna be 20 you're gonna be 5 you're gonna be 30 you're gonna be 5 you're gonna be 35 40 hit 45 and 45 here down you're gonna be 50 and you're gonna be 55 and 55 hit 55 60 460 465 and 85 465 here down to 465 hit 5 hit 465 here bid 5 and gonna be 465 here down 460 I gotta be D&D on 1 you gotta be D&D number 1 yes ma'am on you're gonna be 75 days on them here down 405 hit 5 hit 405 here down bid 10 I got a van 405 10 hit 10 I ain't gonna be 10 405 I got a 10 I got a van down 405 10 hit 10 I ain't gonna be 10 Trench on tram here 405 10 15 hit 15 20 20 20 20 you do it here down bid 420 hit 20 15 20 down 15 20 415 I gotta be Mackey got a number 45 Mackey on 45 I think I charged some to 41 earlier, some little low steers, so. On heifer, guaranteed open here now. Do you get a big 301? Hit 1. I 301. 301. Hit 1. I 281. 281. You get a 281. Hit 1. I 281 2. I get a van. You get a 281 2. 3. 85. 87. Now 90. You get a 91. You get a 92. 93. Hit 94. You get a 95. You get a 96. You get a 97. You get a 98. And you get a 99. Hit 3. Down 301. And you get a 302. And 303. He going to be 304 and 5 and now 6 here. D going to be 7 and 308 8 9 here down 309 10 hit 10 11 311 to be 12 and going to 13 he going to be 13 and 313 and 312 here down to 13 he going to be 312 he going to be 13 312 I got to be TJ I number 9 5 he got on TJ 9 8 9X I got you. Okay. 75 days right here, guys. So you might still have one in him right here, don't? You're going to be 310. I'm going to be 310. At 310. I'm going to be 10. Going to be 10. Going to be 10. At 310. I'm going to be 10. I'm going to be 10. 10. 10. 10. I'm going to get $3 on him. At $3. You get 3. I'm going to get 3. I'm going to get $3 on him. Here 3. I'm going to get 285. 85. 87. I got a van. 287. 90. You're going to be 92. You're going to be 95. You're going to be 97. Now 3. Hit 2. 5. You're going to be 7 up here and 10 here down 12. 15. You're going to be 17. 20. Hit 2. You're going to be 25. You're going to be 27. You're going to be 30. You're going to be 2, gonna be 5, hit 37 and 335 here. He gonna be 7 up here down be 335. You're gonna be 337, 335. I gonna be JW6. You bet, guys. Got a wide eye on him. 345. You're 345. And 5 here, just a little bit ahead of the rest of them, guys. You get it at 345. At 345. And down 5 here. Down to 345. At 345. You get it at $3 on him, 2. Down to through 2. And now 5. You get it through 5 here. Down to through 5. It's 7. I get it in 10, 15. You get it in 20. You get it in 5. You get it in 30. You get it in 5. You get it in 40. You get it in 5. You get it in 50. You get it in 5. And 355. 5, 5. And you get it in 355. And 355. 5, 5. You get it in 355 here. Down 350. I get to be Trent. Get him on 22. Get him a Trent. Get him on number 22. To the Maroney family. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Nice cattle right there, Don. Mr. Ferris brought us some today, guys. They're always good right here. Now going to be home raised, long wing, guys. 2 rounds of vaccines in them. 270 on 1071. High gonna be in here down to 72. You're gonna be 75. You're gonna be 77, 80. Now you're gonna be 280 on 280. On 77, 80. You're gonna be 280 and 77, 80 on 1080. High gonna be 280. You're gonna be 280. You're gonna be 280. It's 77, 80. I'm gonna be 277, 80. You're gonna be 277. I'm gonna be George. On you're gonna be 280 on 280 and now 2. I'm gonna be 282 and I'm gonna be 282. Hit 2. I'm gonna be 222 282. Hit 2. And I'm gonna be down here down 282. I'm gonna be 2. 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 280 George. Thank you, Joe. Appreciate you as always. Nice cattle. I ain't gonna be hand $5 on him. You get $5 here. Yes, sir. Long time on the winning, guys. You're going to be a long time winning here now. $5. You get $5. You get 505. $5 and 5. Long time win, guys. 505. You get 505 and bid 5 here. 505 and 485. In 85. 485 here in 87 and 90. You're going to be 492. You're going to be 95. You get 97. You're going to be $5 on him and 497. 5. You get $5 here. 497. You're going to be 5. 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 497 Huffman. Be Luke's cattle here now. They're going to be Longtree Yearlings here now. You're going to be 305. Hit 305. Hand bid 5 here. Down to 305. Hit 5. You're going to be 305 here. Down to 305. You're going to be 305. 295. Hit 295. You're going to be 95 here. Down to 295. You're going to be 295. Hit 295. You're going to be 285 here. Down to 86 here. Down to 285. 86 on 286. 87. You're going to be 287. 86, 87. I'm going to be 90. You're going to be 92. You're going to be 95. You're going to be 97. Hit 97. 295. 97. 295 here, 96 here, then you're gonna be 95 here, down bid 6 here, you're gonna be 295, you're gonna be 296, 295. I'm gonna be TJ on 11. I'll be the Bayless cattle for you. Guys are going to be home raised. They got 2 rounds of vaccines in them. They're going to be 60-plus days on the weaning. You're going to be heifers. You're going to be open if you need them to be. I ain't going to be down. Cemetery down 60 days on them, guys. You're going to be 318 at 318. 18 318. 18 318. 310 at 310. 11 and now 12. 12 11 12 13. 13 14 14 and 314 15 15 and 315 16. You're going to be 17. You're going to be 317 and 317. You're going to be 18 318 19. 19, you're going to be 20, and 320, hey, you're going to be 321, hey, you're going to be 321, and 21, had 321 bid, one bound, and 321, it won, and 320 slow, going to bid one, had 321, and 321, and 320, and 1, 2, and 22, and 22, and 22, and had 22, 21, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, and 23, it forward, and forward, and forward, and 4, and 324, and 4 0, and 323, and 4 0, and 323, and forward, and 323, and that's going to be, how do we charge in there? Overton. Okay, 60 plus days, guys. Are going to be home raised, 2 round shots in a minute now. You're going to be getting one with just a touch of white in the eye right there, guys. So you're going to be 362. Hit 2. High, going to be 2. Down 362. You're going to be 362. Hit 2. High, going to be weaned now. Down 5 and 65. And 365. 7. You're going to be 72. You're going to be 5. You're going to be 7. 80. 82. Down, you're going to be 385. You're going to be 387. You're going to be 390. You're going to be 392. You're going to be 395. Hit 397. Now 4. Now get 2. Then you're going to be 222. Down bid 402. 1, 2, 2, 2, 3. Down 404. Down 405. You're now 6 here. You're going to be 406 high. In 406. And now 7. You're going to be 407 8. In 408. Now 9, 9, 9. Now 10. High. Going to be 10, 10, 10. 409. Going to be 10. Hit 10. You're going to be 409. You're going to be 10. 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 409. I going to be Jerry. You get him on 6X. You get him on Jerry. I get him on number 6X. Guys, all home raised are now going to be vaccinated 60 plus days on them, guys. You're going to be down to 335. At 335, you're going to be 335 here, 7 and 37 a bit, 7 about, not going to man. At 335, you're going to be 740, you're going to be 342, you're going to be 345, you're going to be 347. Hit 50, and you're going to 52, down bid 355 and 55, and 352 and 3. Hit 333, and you're going to 53, and you're going to 53, and 353, down bid 3 0, down to 353. Hit 3. 333 and 352 and 2 and 2 and 3 0 down 352. I gotta be George. To the Bayless family, are you folks here with us? Appreciate you guys. If you're watching online, guys, nice cattle right here now. Mike sitting right here with us, guys. They always send some good ones out here to town now. 90 plus days on them here, guys. You're going to be vaccinated here now. Heifers are going to be guaranteed open to you. Mr. Mike sitting right here ringside with us, guys. Nice cattle right here now. You're going to be 347. 347. 347. 7 about 90 plus days on them, guys. You're going to be 347 and 347. You get 47 7 about me. You're going to be 347 and 335 and 335 and now 7 337. I got a man 335 here. You're going to be 7 up here and 35 37 and 335 740 now 42. You're going to be 45. You're going to be 7. You're going to be 50 down now 2 and 355 55. You're going to be 355 and 355 now 7 57 6 7 and 57 7 7 about negative 356 7 8 58 8 8 358 yet 8 358 here 7 up here and 8 here down bid 357 8 yet 8 357 bid 8 to bomb negative 357 8 357. I gonna be Todd number 52. Hit Todd 52. You on check. He gonna be Todd 52. No preg. You're going to be 90-day yearlings now. You're going to be Mike Hunt's saddle down. Settlement here down. 315. Hit 15. 15. You're going to be 315. Hit 15. 15. 15. I'm going to be 310. At 310, play there. Down 310 11. I got a man. 310 11. 11 a bit. 11 about 12. And you're going to be 13. You're going to be 13 14. Now bid 15. You're going to be 16. You're going to be 17 18. Hit 19. You're going to be 20. And 320. And 320. Hit 19 21. You're going to be 21. You're going to be 321. Hit 1 1 1 1 1 1. You're going to be 321. At 321, money's right in the middle now. 321. At 321, one to bid, one bond. You're going to be 321. You're going to be 320. I'm going to be TJ. I numbered. You're going to be 9X and Pregum. On be the steers. They came along, guys. Handle up same way now. On you're going to be 90 plus days on their steers. They're vaccinated. On you're going to be 425. I got a man now 30. 425. You're going to be 30. You're going to be 30. You're going to be 30. And 425. 7. 7 of it. 7 of them. You're going to be 7. And 425. You're going to be 7 up here. 427. And 425. You're going to be 7 of it. 7 of them. It'd be no cheaper now. 425. 7. And 425. You're going to be 730. You're going to be 32. You're going to be 32. At 35. You're going to be 37. You're going to be 37. And 435. You're going to be 7 up here. Down being 435 here. You're going to be 7 of it. 7 of them. You're going to be 435. 437. 435. I'm going to be D&D. And Mega number 3. D&D on 3. Guys, be the heart right out of them right here now. Big old style, good yearling steers here now. 90 plus days, guys. Are vaccinated 2 times over. You're going to be kind of get big right here now. You're going to be 355. I got a man. 355, 355, 355, 60, 365, 370, and 375, 380, 385, 390, 395, and 395, 395 here, 392. Take that, 392. Hit 2. I ain't going to be 2. Time be 392. Hit 2. I ain't going to be 392 and 2. I ain't going to be 2. Going to be 2. I'm 392. I'm going to be 2 to be 2. I'm going to be 392. 392 and 2 and 2. 390. I'm going to be D&D. I'm Mega number 3. I'm going to be D&D on 3. Mike, I believe that was all your cattle, sir. Appreciate you as always. Nice cattle right there. Be the Letty cattle for you. The guys are checked open right here at the barn now. You're going to be 315. You're 15. 15. Open yearlings now. You're going to be 315. You're 15. 305. You get 305 here. 5 here. 6 here. 7. You get 8. Now 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 23, 24, 25, 26 here. 7, 8, and 28. Down 9. 329. 8 and 9. You get a 328 here. 9 here. 328. 9. Hit 9. 9, 9, 9, 9. You're going to be 328, 9. You're going to be 328. I'm going to be TJ. You're going to have a 9X and Preg. You're on TJ, 9X and Preg. Guys, handle up same way now. Still a good Letty cattle for you. On Big Gary Letty's cattle. How you going to be? Handle up same way, guys. You're going to be yearlings open. Hand 320. 320. You 20 to 20 to bomb. You now 1. 321. I got a man down 2. And 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 here. 7, 8. And 29. You're going to be 29 here. Down 30. And 30. And 331. You're going to be 31. You're going to be 31. And 331. TJ going to be 31. You're going to be 31. And 331. And Troy going to be 31. You're going to be 31 here. Down 330. I'm going to be TJ. You're going to have a number. I'm going to have a 9X and Preg. You're going to be yearlings open now. You're going to be checked open already. You're going to be down 325. 325 and 5 here. You're going to be 325. You're going to be 325. Hit 5. You hit 5 here. 15 and 315. Hit 15 and 15 and Jeff going trying for 10 and 310 and 310. High going to be 10. Going to be 11 and 311. Hit 12 and 13. You're going to be 14. You're going to be 15. You're going to be 16. Hit 17, 18, 19. You're going to be 20, you could have been 1, you could have been 2, hit 23, he could have been 24, he could have been 24, 323 and 4, you hit 4 here, down 23, 4, 5, he could have been 25, hit 26, hit now 7, and 27, 8, and 28, 328, he could be 7 up here, and 8 here, I'm going to be 327, he could be 328, 327, I'm going to be Jeff, 28X and Pregum, you going to be Jeff, 28X and Brian, Gary, appreciate you guys. Nice cattle right there. I'll be the Jones livestock cattle. I'm just so used to saying numbers. I'll be T Peaches cattle for you. Guys are going to be home raised, long yearlings here. They're going to be guaranteed open to you. Oh, yearlings guaranteed open to you now. He gonna be 302. Hit two. Hang gonna be two. Gonna be two. Gonna be two. Gonna be two. Hang 302. Hit two. Hang gonna be two. Gonna be two. Hang gonna be 290. At 291. Gonna be 91 here. 291. At 290. 2. Gonna be 92. Gonna be 92. 92. 92. On 291. 2. Hang gonna be down here. Gonna be 291. 23. Hit 93. Hang gonna be 94. Gonna be 94. Hang gonna be 95. Gonna be 95. 96 here. Gonna be 96 high. Hit 97, I'm gonna be 98, I'm gonna be 99, I'm gonna be down 3, down 3 bucks on them 1, and down 2, I'm gonna be 302, I'm gonna be 302, and 301, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, I'm gonna be 301, I'm gonna be Jeff, and you're gonna be number 28X and Pregum. On open yearlings, how you gonna be? How you gonna do the peach kettle? On you gonna be 265, 265. You're gonna 265 here. You're gonna be 265, 265, 265. On 265, you're gonna be 260. Hold one, anybody. You're going to be 265, 265. You're going to be 265, 265, 265, 265. You hit 5. You're going to be 261. Hit 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. You're going to be. On yearling open, hey, you're gonna be down to 250. Hit 250 on the heifer outside over here, guys. You're gonna be 250. I'm 250. I ain't gonna be 250 to be 50 to bound. You're gonna be 235. You're gonna be 235. At 235 and 7. You're gonna be 7 to bid 7 to bound. 237. In 35. You're gonna be 7 appeared. I ain't gonna be 235. You're gonna be 237. You're gonna be 235. That's gonna be TJ. I ain't gonna be number 9X and Preger. I'll sell them open yearlings. You're going to be 265, 265, 265, and 5 here. You're going to be 260. You're going to be 260. It now 1, 1, 1. Now you're going to be 261. I'm 261. Now 2. You're going to be 5. You're going to be 7. You're going to be 70. You're going to be 2. On 272, 271. On 271, 2. Now you're going to be 73. Forward. You're going to be 75, 76, 77. It's 78. You're going to be 79. Now 80. You're going to be 280. You're going to be 280. On 280. You're going to be 281. You're going to be 282. You're going to be 283. You're going to be 283. 4. 85. 85 here. You're going to be 284. 85. 84. 85. You're going to be 284. 0. 5 here. You're going to be 284. 85. Do it here. You're going to be 284. 85. 284. I'm going to be Jeff. And I'm going to be number 28X. And go ahead and preg them. To the Peach family, thank you, folks. Nice heifers as always right there. Nice cattle. Be Jones Livestock, guys. Going to be long-time yearlings. All the vaccines, guys. I'm going to show you 85 in one draft here now. Guys, they're there. 85 hit them. 704 pounds, guys. You're going to be the Jones Livestock Cattle, guys. Long True Yearlings here now. On you're going to be 315, E15, I'm going to get 15, and I'm going to get 15, and I'm going to get 315, E15, I'm going to get 15, I'm going to get 315, E15, boys ought to be there, 315, E15, I'm going to get 310, and 310, 11, I'm going to van, 310, 11, and 311, 11 of it, 11 of bound, you're going to be 310, 11, and I'm going to get 311, and 310, 11 of it on 12, and I'm going to get on 13, you're going to be 13, E14, I'm going to get 14, 15, I'm going to get 16, you're going to be 17, and 317, I'm going to get 17, you're going to be 317, and 317, and 18, and 319, 19, 20, and 321, and you get down 2, down 22, and 322, and you're going to be 23, and you're going to be 23, and 323, and you're going to do 333, and you're going to do 23, and 323, you get 3 here, and you're going to 2 right here, down 323, and 323, and you're going to do 333, and you're going to 4, and you're going to be 24, and 24, and you're going to do 24 here, and you're going to be 324, hit forward, and forward, and you're going to do 324, and you're going to do 24, high forward, and you're going to forward, and you're going to do 324, and you're going to do 324, hit forward, and forward, and 3 and forward, and you're going to do 323, and high forward, hit forward, and forward, and you're going to do 324, you won't do it here, and you're going to do 324, and you're going to do 324, 323, and 50. I ain't going to be Troy, I ain't making a number, I ain't going to be 17X, and go ahead and preg them. Guys, going to show you 95 head right here, 784 pounds, guys. Long time yearlings. They're guaranteed open to you guys. You're going to be you're going to be 303. Hit 303. 323. 303. Hit 333. 303. 303. Hit 3. 4. 304. 5. Hit 305 here. Down be 6 here. And 307. You're going to be 7 of it. 7 of them. You're going to be 6 7. And 306. And now 7 up here. 8. 308. Get 8, 8 and a half, 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 9, 9, 9, 9 high, get 9 and a half, down here to half here, down to 10, 310, at 310 high, and 310 half here, down to 310 high, at 310 high, 5 high, 310 and 50, and 11, and 311, and 311, 11 about, and 311, and 311, 10 half 11, and 311, and 311, 11 about, and 311, Jeff Yon Tram, and 311, and 311, 11 about, you get a 310 here, half here, down 11, and 311, and 311, 310, 50. I get to be CA and get a number 28 and go ahead and preg them. Oh, no, you're going to be 210. 210. Sell it for the insurance. Return down. You're going to be 210. I now 10, 10, 10. At 210. I going to be 10, 10, 10. $1.80. 180. 82. I going to be 82. 182. I going to be 222. 182. Going to be 2. Going to be 2225. 85. 87. I going to be 90. Going to be 2. Going to be 5. Going to be 2. Going to be 5 and 10. I 2 5 10 10 10. Now 15. I going to be 20. Going to be 22. I 225. 227. Now 30. You're going to be 32. It's 35, and you're going to be 235 here, down to 235 here, high, going to be 235, 232, and I'm going to be Rob on 10, Rob number 10. Oh, you're going to be Yearling Heifers now. You're going to be long time weaned right here now. On Yearlings, how you going to be 3 or 4? Yeah, 4. I'm going to 4 here, 3 or 4. You're going to be 3 or 4. Yeah, forward. 3 or 4. 3 or 4. Yeah, 4. I now 4 here. 3 or forward. 3 or forward. You're going to be down. $3 on them. Yeah, $3. Yeah, 3. 3 1. 3 1. 3 1. I got a man down here. 3 1. And 3 3 1. One bid, one bound. 3 1. 2. 3 forward. 5. 306. And now 6 here. 7. You're going to be 307. You get 8. 999 and now 310 11 311 11 about 310 11 and 310 11 appeared 310 11 310 11 310 I gonna be Jeff and you're gonna be number 2 and 8 and get X on and preg 'em. I'm gonna show you the brothers here now and be 53 head Wham and 2 Selman 1. You bet you guys. Hole in one now. Guys, yearlings handle up same way now. Down, get here down to 336 and 336 and now 6 here down to 36 high and 336 and now 6 here down to 36 higher down to 330 down to 330 it's 330 and now 30 down to 1 and 31 and 331 I got him in here down to 331 it won 1 and 331 it won and 331 I got a man down here down to 331 it won 1 2 3 4 34 it 35 36 here do you gonna be 37 it 37 37 8 it 38 338 338 it 8 7 8 338 338 it 8 7 8 337 337 I gotta be D&D give me number 2 it D&D on 2 I gotta be D&D number 2. I'm going to show you 65 more of them. All 65 head guys, 875 pounds of them, good stout load of them. You're gonna be down to $3 on them. Get $3. Get $3 down to $3 on them. Get $3 down to $3 down to $3 I got a man down here down to $3 It won. Down to down 2 3 3 4 It 4 down to 5 here down to 3 5 6 high. It's 6 and now 7. Hey, you gonna be through 7. Get 8 down to 8 down to 9 high. Get 9 10 down to 3 10 11 11 5 and then 12 down to 12 13 14 it 14 15 15 16 it's 16 he gonna be now 17 317 it's 16 he gonna be 17 and 316 he gonna be 17 to be 17 about 316 17 it's 17 316 he gonna be 17 gonna be 17 gonna be 17 316 I gonna be chasing you say number 85 you gonna chase on 85. To the Jones Livestock guys, appreciate you folks. Nice big yearlings right there you sent us today. We thank you. Guys, going to work for Jonathan right here in the ring now. Long time waiting, guys. They got 2 rounds of vaccines here now. Yearlings in good here now. Had a good health program now. You're going to be down to 322. Get 2 down to 322. Down to 322. Get 2 down to 2. Long time waiting here now. Down to 322. Get 2 down to 15 bid. And now 315. Get 15. Down to 15. 15. Tom, you won't do it. 315. Get 15. Down to 15. 15. And 315. Down to 305. Get 305 here down 6 here. Not going to van. 305. 6 $7. Get 8. 9 down here 10. 11. 311. Get 12. Down 13. 14. 14. 314. 13. 14. Get 13. 14. 313. 14. 13. 14. 313. I'm going to be chasing. You say number 85. Just 8. Just 8. Chase just 8. I'm going to show you 45 more of them right here now. On you gonna be down 301. It won. I 301 2 2 2 2 3 3 4 3 4. It 5. It through 5. You get 6 here down 6 $7. You get 307 8. It 308 8 9 here down 39 10. I get 310 11 311 11 about 310 11. At 310 11 up here 12 and 312 and down 13. You get 13 14 and 14 and 14 and 314 and now 14 and 14 and 314 13, 14, and 313. High, get him in 14, 14, 14. He get 14, 15, 15, and 16. He get 16, and 316. Now 16, 17. He get 317, 18. Now be 318, 18. You get 17, a bit 18. You get 317, 18, 18, 18, 18, 18. I get 317, a bit 18. You get 317, 18, 317. I get a bit T. You get him on 78. You get him on T on 78. On the balance of Jonathan's good cattle now. On he gonna be long earlings here. He gonna be hand. He gonna be hand. Through 5. It through 5. It 5 here. Through 5. It 5 here. Through 5. It 5 5 5 5. He gonna be through 5 and through 5. He gonna be through 5 here. Sonny like him for 290. At 290. How you gonna be 290 90 90? How you gonna be 290? At 290. Handle up same way, guys. Long time earlings 290. At 290. It 90 90 90. Spend one time. He gonna be 290. Hit 290, how you gonna be 290, 90, 90, 90, 90, you gonna be 290, hit 290, how you gonna be 285, 85, he will hold one to anybody, how you gonna be 285, 87, hit 90, how you gonna be 292, you gonna be 295, you gonna be 96 here, you gonna be 97, you gonna be 298, 99, hit 3, time bid 1, you gonna be down 2, then you gonna be through 3, you gonna be through 4, you gonna be through 5 here, hit 6 here, hey, you gonna be down 7, you gonna 8, 9, 9, 9, hit 10, and 11, 3, 11, 11, 12, 13, 13, 14, 15, 15, it's 16, you're gonna be 17, you're gonna be 18, 18, 19, you're 19, high, you get down 20, you're gonna be 321, you're gonna be 21, 322, you're gonna be 22, you're gonna be 23, you're gonna be 23, 323, and you're gonna be 33, and you're gonna be 23, and 322, get him in 3, 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 322, I'm gonna be TJ on 7, you get him on TJ on 7. Do you want to hold one? I won't sell it yelling out there to you. You're gonna be down 255. You're 255. You're gonna be 255. You're gonna be 255. On 255. You're gonna be 235. You're gonna be 235 here on the yellow now. 235 and 235. You're gonna be 235 here. You're gonna be 210. 210. I'm gonna be 10, 12. And you're gonna be 212. 212. 210, 12, 12, 12. You're gonna be 210, 12, 15. You're 17, 20. You're gonna be 2. You're gonna be 5. Now 7. You're gonna be 30. You're 30. You're gonna be 32. You're gonna be 35. You're gonna be 35. You're 37. You're gonna be down 40. You're gonna be 240. 242. You're gonna be 245. You're gonna be 245. 7. 247. Now 50. You're gonna be 250. You're gonna be 250. 247. 50. You're gonna be 52. You're gonna 55. 7. 62. 65. 67. 70. You're gonna be 2. You're gonna be 5. 77. 80. 82. 82. 82. 82. You're gonna be 282. 82. You're gonna be 282 and 2 and 2. You're gonna be 282. You're gonna be 280. I'm gonna be JW7. Is that all yours, Jonathan? Thank you. Thanks to all the buyers, he says. Appreciate everybody. I'll be Ronnie Adams, got here for you. I'll send you about 60 head today, don't? 75 of them. Guys are home raised, 2 rounds of shots right out of Woodward right here, don't? 75 plus days on the weaning, guys. The heifers are all going to be guaranteed open to you. And you're going to be 340. You get 340. Time to get a 1. I got a man. You get 341. 2. You're going to be 43. You get 45. 47 to bid. 50 to bound. 52. 55. 57. 60. 60. 62. You get 65. You get 5. You get 5. 7. You get 7. You get 7. You get 7. And 365. 7 up here. 365. 6 here. 6 here. And 365. Time to get a 6 here. Down to get 5 here. Down bid 6 high. And 365. And bid 6 here. Down. You're going to be 365 here. Down 6 here. Down. You're going to be 365. Down 6 here. Down. You're going to be 365. I'm going to be West. Get him on 16. Check him. West 16 and Preg. Guys, they're guaranteed open. They got 75 days on them. Oh, now you're going to be 325. You're going to be 327. Now you're going to be 325. 7. Take them home, breed them things there. 325. 7. At 325. You're going to be 321. At 321. 2. Now you're going to be in 3. You're going to be 5. You're going to be 7. You're going to be 30. You're going to be 2. You're going to be 32. Overton going to be 32. And you're going to be 35. You're going to be 35. And 35. You're going to be 32. 35 here. Down to 35. And 332. 35. You're going to be 35 here. Down to 35. 37. At 37. You're going to be 37. Out again. You're going to be 35. 37. And 35, you're going to be 37 up here, down be 35 here, you're going to be 7 to 7 to 5, and 335, you're going to be 740, and you're going to 40, and you're going to 340, and 37 8, and you're going to 39, you're going to be 39 40, now 40, then you're going to be 340, and 340, you get 40, 40, 40, you're going to be 39, you're going to be 40, 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 339, not going to be Brandon, and number 17. Guys, the steers, they came along, guys. 75 days on them here, don't? On you gonna be $4. You $4 on them. $4 here. $4. Hit forward. $4. Down 402. Down bid 402. I got a man. 402. I gonna be 2. Gonna be 25. You gonna be 405. Hit 405. You hit 5 here. Now 3 4. 4 4. Hit 404. Where'd you go? 5 and now 6 here. You gonna be 7. 408. 409. 410. 11. 411. Now 12. 12. Now 4 12. Jerry, you gonna be 12. Now 13. 14, and 15, 15, 15, and 15, and 415, 15, and 14, and 15, and 414, now 15, 16, it's 16, he gonna be 16, I gonna be 16, it's 17, he gonna be 17, it's 16, I gonna be 17, 416, 17, it's 17, 17, he gonna be 16, he gonna be 17, 416, not gonna be Jerry, I get him on 6X. I'll be the balance of the Adams cattle, guys. They're home raised and they are good now. 75 plus days, all them vaccinated. You're going to be 800 Silvertair. You're going to be 800 355. You're 355. 6 here, down 56 high. And 355. You're going to be 6 here. And I got a man down here, down bid 355. 6 high. 56. Tom, what do you think here, down 355 here, down 6 here, down going to be 355. 6 high. I got a man down. 5 here, down 6 here, down going to be 357. 57. 50, 59, 59, it's 60, 61, you're going to be 62, you're going to be 62, hit 3, down bid 3, 4, down bid, you're going to be 4 and 4 and 4, it's 63, I'm going to be 64, I'm 363 and 3 and 4, down 4 to bid forward, and you're going to 3 here, 4 here, I'm going to be 363 and 3 and 3 and 4, 363, and I'm going to be Jerry, you get him on 6X, send him right along. To the Adams family, you folks sitting here with us, sir, appreciate you. Nice cattle right there. We appreciate you as always. Thanks to all the buyers as well. I'll be the O'Neill cattle for you. 30 heads sorted up here for you guys. You got a how long? Home raised, round of shots, 60 plus days on the weaning, guys. 60 plus days, guaranteed to be open to you. You're going to be 330. You get 2. I'm going to 32. And I'm going to van 332. And 332. And I'm going to van down here 5. You're going to be 35. You're going to be 37. You're going to be 40. You're going to be 340. Hit 37 8. I'm going to 39. You're going to be 39. Hit 40. I'm going to be 341. You're going to be 42. You're going to be 43. You're going to be 44. And 44. And I'm going to 44. And I'm going to be 344. Hit 4. And I'm going to 343 and 3 and 4 here. And I'm going to 343 and 4. And I'm going to 343. I got to be Buster. I ain't get him on Buster. I'll be the Light Sisters. You're going to be their boys. I ain't going to be little steers now. I ain't going to be 385. Hit 385. 85 here. 385. You're going to be Jerry. What do you think here? 385. And 385. You're going to be 375. And 375. You're going to be 375 here. 77. I got a man. You're going to be 377. And 375. You're going to be 7 up here to 80. 382. You're going to be 385. You're going to be 387. And 387. 85 here. You're going to be 7 up here. I'm going to be 385. 87. And 385. 7 of 7 of them. You're going to be 385, you're going to be 387, you're going to be 385, 87, 385, they're going to be Jerry, you get him on 6X. You bet, boys. Going to show you the goods right here now. Be the balance of the O'Neill cattle, guys. They're going to be 60-plus days weighing on them. 2-round shots, guys. Good ones here. Still up there. You're going to be down 351. Hit 51. 51 here. Down 2. Down 51 2. I got a man. 351 2. At 351. Hanging down 2 here. Down. Come on, Buster. 351 2. 1 2. Down 1 2. Down 51 2. 351. Down 2. Hit 2. High. Going to be 2 2 2 2. Down 3. 4. Down bid 5 here. Down bid 55 600. 56 and now 7. They're going to be 50. Hey, going to 59. 59. Hit 59. 9 9 9 9 59. 60. They're going to be 360. Hit 1 and now 61 here. Down 2. Down bid 2 2 2 3. Down 63. 63. Down 4. Down bid 4 5. Down 65. 65 and bid 5 here. Down 6 here. 6 here. 66 dollars. Sands. You're going to 7. Yes, 67. And now 7 a bid 7 about 6 here. He's going to be 7 and 366 and now 7 up here. Down 6 here. He's going to be 7 366. I going to be Jerry. Get him on 6X. You get him on Jerry. I get him on number 6X. Sean, appreciate you, sir. You sitting here with us? If you're watching online, appreciate you. Nice cattle right here down. I'm going to be the TC Red Wine cattle for you. Guys, are yearlings here now. That'd be bulls. You're going to be 305. Yes, 7. I got a man. You're going to be 305. You're going to be 7 up here. Down to 5 here. You're going to be 7 and 305. You're going to be 7 of 7 of them. You're going to be 305. You're going to be 7 and 307. And now 10. You're going to 310, 12 and 312. You're going to be 13. You're going to be 14. Now 15. And you're going to 16. It's 17. You're going to be 18. You're going to be 19. You're going to be 20. It's 20. And 19, 20. And now 319, 20. At 320. You're 20 to 20 to them. You're going to be 319. You're going to be 20. 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 319. I got to be George. You get him on 319. Get him on George. He gonna be big brothers. They carry me along now. He gonna be there. You're going to be 280. 280, George. You like them here? 280. You're going to be 280. 280. Just thought I'd try. 262. Hit 2. 222. You're going to be 262. Hit 2. I'm going to be 2. You're going to be 2. You're going to be 2. 262. Hit 2. I'm going to be 245. You're going to be 245. Hit 7. You're going to be 247. You're going to be 247. 245. You're going to be 750. You're going to be 250. You're going to be 250. Hit 47. Hit 999. Now 50. You're going to be 50. You're going to be 250. 51. Hit 1. You get 51 here. Now you're going to get 52. You're going to get 52. Hit 2. High. You're going to be 2. You're going to be 2. You're going to be 2. 3. You're going to get 54. 5 and 55. 55. 55. 56 here. Down 57. Hit 50 here. You're going to get 50 here. You're going to get 59. 9. 9. 60. You're going to be 261. Hit 1. 2. You're going to be 3. You're going to be 3. 4. Down. You're going to be 4. You're going to be 5. 6 here. 66. 7. And you're going to be 7. 8. 8. 8. 8. 9. 9. 9. 70. You're going to be 70. 70. 70. 270. 69. You're going to be 70. 269. You're going to be TJ. And you're going to be 91. TJ 91. One by three off the Troy 6Xs, and she is a seller take home. I'm going to send for the insurance guys. Tracking off a little bit. How are you going to be? How are you going to be down to 240? At 240. I ain't going to be 240. You're going to be 240. 240. At 240. And you're going to 20. And 220. At 220. 20, 20, 20. 180. 182. 182. I'm going to be 2. Going to be 2. Going to be 2. 182. 142. 142. 5. 145. 7. Going to be 50. Going to be 2. Going to be 5. Going to be 7. Going to be 60. Going to be 2. Going to be 5. Going to be 70. Going to be 5. 80. 185. 190. 195. You're going to be $2 on him. You're going to be 205. And you're going to be 210. You're 15. I'm 1520. Then you're going to be 220. Then you're going to be 220. You're 1520. And now 25. And 225. 30. You're going to be 35. You're 35. You're going to be 35 here. Down to 35. 40. You're going to be 240. You're going to be 245. And 245. You're going to be 245 here. Down. You're going to be 245. You're going to be 245. You're going to be 240. That's Rico. Guaranteed off the Trent 25Xs, and she's a seller take home. Won by 3 pluses off the Mackie 62s. They were guaranteed. You're going to be 255. You're 255. You're going to be 255. You're going to be 255. 255. 7. Bit of a 7. Bit of a 7. Bit of a 7. 255. You're going to be 7 up here. Bit of a 7. Bit of a 7. Bit of a 7. 255. You're going to be 7 of it. 7 of bomb. You're going to be 255. 7. Bit of a 7. 255. I'm going to be OJ 22 and leave them be. Old Jerry and 22 and leave them be. Jerry, can I start charging them that way instead of Jerry? OJ, that'd be good with you. One by 4 and a 1 by 5 guaranteed off of the guaranteed off the Troy 6Xs, a 1 by 4 and a 1 by 5. You gonna be 235. Hit 235. You gonna be 235 here. Down to 235. Hit 5. You gonna be 235 here. Down gonna be 20. Hey, 220. 220 to bid. 20 to bomb. You gonna be 220. Down to $2, and I got a van down to 5, 10. 15, 20. Hit 25. You gonna be 30. You gonna be 35. You gonna be 235. Hit 40. You gonna be 245. You gonna be 245, man. 50. 50. 255. 255. 255. 5, 60, 70, 280. Gonna be 280. 280. 75, 80. Gonna be 280. 285. Gonna be 285. And both flat here. I'm gonna be 285 here. Down to 285. 285. 85 here. Down gonna be 285. You're gonna be 285. 90. You're gonna be 290. Hit 290. 85. You're gonna be 90. You're gonna be 90. You're gonna be 90. You're gonna be 90. You're gonna be 285. 90. 285 to you, sir. How do we charge him there? Yeah, she's weighing. Hey, just touched full now. Are you gonna be down to 325? Get 325 hand bid 5 here down to 325 and 325 and $3 on her. Yeah, 302. I ain't gonna be 222 down to 302. Yeah, 222. You're gonna be 302. You're gonna be 302. 255. You betcha. Yes, sir. Sir, we appreciate you, though. Sold some nice cattle today. Off the West 16s. 250. How you going to be 250? 250. 250. 850. I ain't going to be 250 to be 50 to bomb. You're going to be 250. You're going to be, she's 4 months along. You're going to be 230. You're going to be 232. I got a van 232. Hit 5. You're going to be 37. You're going to be 40. You're going to be 2. You're going to be 45. You're going to be 7. Hit 50. You're going to be 2. You're going to be 5. You're going to be 7. You're going to be 60. You're going to be 2. You're going to be 5. You're going to be 7. You're going to be 72. Hit 75. 77. You're going to be 277. On 275. You're going to be 7 up here. You're going to be 275. You're going to be 277, 275. I got to be Trent. Get him on 25X. You get him on Trent. You get him on number 25X. On be the Charlets off the Overton cattle here now. You're going to be weaned 60 days, guys. You're going to be guaranteed open to you. You're going to be 305. Hit 305, 60 plus days on them, guys. You're going to be 305. Hit 305. You hit 5 here. 305. You're going to be 305. Hit 5. 5. You're going to be 305 here. You're going to be 295. Hit 95, 96 here. I got a van 97. You're going to be 97. Hit 98. You're going to be 99. You're going to be 99. Hit 3. Down $3 on them. 3. You're going to be 3. You're going to be 299. 3. Hit 3. 301. You're gonna be 301. Hit 1. And you're gonna 2. You're gonna be 303. You're gonna be 303. Hit 3 forward. And you're gonna 4 forward. And you're gonna 3 4. Hit 4. Down 4 here. Down you're gonna 3 3 and 3 and 3 and forward and 303. And that's gonna be Troy. I'm gonna be number 7X. You say in Prangham. One by 2 plus off the Jeff 28Xs. Oh, you're going to be 252. Oh, you're going to be 252. High, you're going to be 2, going to be 2, going to be 2, going to be 2. Down, going to be 252. Yeah, 2. High, you're going to be 2. Just 2 months long now. You're going to be 252. 5 on 255. You're going to be 255, 255, and 255. 7, and 7, and 7, 60. You're going to be 260. And 57, 60. I'm going to be 257. You're going to be 60. 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 257. I'm going to be CA. You're going to be on 27. And you want to leave her be? Big back foot there. How you gonna be? How you gonna be? $1.80. 180. Hit 180. 180. 180. 180. You're gonna be $1.80. 180. How you gonna 180? You do it here. 185. 85. 85. 85. 185. 90. 195. Get been 2. Get been 5. Get been 10. Get 15. 25. 30. Hit 35 and 235 and 235. You're gonna be 235 here. I'm gonna be 235 on 230. 35. I'm gonna be 230. 35 here. I'm gonna be 230. Wonger. I'm gonna X on him. Wonger. Nope, 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 nope. Straight. Wonger straight. She's a 1-year-old. She is 7 months long. Off the Troy 17Xs. You sell about the guys, you're going to be sell about the head. I want $2,000. Get 2,000. How to get $2,000. Get 2,000. How to get $1,500. Get 1,500. How to get $1,500. Get 15. How to get $1,500 quarter. 15 quarter. Get 15 quarter. How get a man down here? 15 quarter. Get 15 25. 50. You're going to be 75. 16 high. You're going to be 17 high. 18 high. 19 high. Get 19 high. You're going to be 19 high. Get 19 at 2,000. 20 50. You're going to be 20 50. Get 20 50, sir. How you going to be 2050 and 2050? Now 1 1 1. How you going to be 2100? Hit 21 high. Hit 1 here and half here. How you going to be 21 high? At 21 high. And 21 here and half here. How you going to be 2150 and 2150? And see how you want in there. How you going to be 2150? How you going to be 2150? 2100. I going to be Geronimo. You're going to be 30 plus days on the heifers, guys. You're going to be guaranteed open to you. You're going to be 240. I'm going to be 240. You're going to be 241. Hit 2. I'm going to be 242. You're going to be 242. You're going to be 240. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. You're going to be 241. 2 3. You're going to be 43. 4. You're going to be 45. Hit 46 here. You're going to be 47. You're going to be 48. You're going to be now 50. Hit 50. I am now 2. You're going to be 52. 5 and 55. Hit 55. 6 here. Now 56 high. 55. You're going to be 6 up here. And you're going to be 55. 6 here. And you're going to be 255. I get to be CA, get them on 10, CA 10, you want to check them, you get them on CA 10, go ahead and preg them. You're going to be 280. You're 280. I'm going to be 280. I'm going to be 280. On 180. I'm going to be 80. You're going to be 280. You're going to be 280. On 180. I'm going to be 275. On 275. You're going to be 75 here. I'm going to be 275. On 275. You're going to be 275 here. You're going to be 275. You're going to be 265. 7. You're going to be 7. You're going to be 7. 265. You're going to be 7 up here. 265. 7. 267. 70. You're going to be 272. You're going to be 275. 275. 77. You're 280. 282, I'm going to be 282 and 2, I'm going to be 282, get 2, I'm going to be 2, going to be 2, going to be 2, going to be 2, I'm going to be 282, I'm going to be 280, I'm going to be CA number 9. Yearlings, 2 rounds. 303. Hit 303. High going to be 3. Going to be 3. Going to be 3. Going to be 3. And 303. Hit 333. High going to be 3. You're going to be 290. Hit 290. Hit 90 90 90 90. You're going to be 290. You're going to be 290. Hit 290. Hit 290 99. Long time yearlings now. 290. Hit 290. Hit 90 90 90. You're going to be 285. Hit 285. 85 here. You're going to be 285. You're going to be 275. 275. 6 here. High going to be 7. 82. 82. 85. 87. 87. 90. You're going to be 90 90 90. 87, 8, 88, 88, 88, 288, 9, 289, hit 90, you're going to be 291, you're going to be 91, 2, you're going to be 93, you're going to be 94, you're going to be 94, hit forward, you're going to be 93, 94, you're going to be 293, 94, you're going to be 293, I'm going to be TJ on 7, you're going to be TJ on 7. I'll be about 85 head of this thing sorted up for you, Dump. He be Don Williams cattle. Got a round of shots in them. Guys are going to be right off their mamas now. On you're going to be 372. On 372. High, you're going to be 2, going to be 2, going to be 2, going to be 2, 372. Yes, 72.5. You're going to be 75. You're going to be 375. I got a man. You're going to be 375. And 2 series, 5 here, 77. Yet 80. You're going to be 382. Down be 385. 85, 87. Yet 90. You're going to be 392. You're going to be 395. You're going to be 395. Yet 395. And 2 series, 5 here. You're going to be 392 and 5. Yet 5. Yet 92 series, 5 here. You're going to be 392, 95. Yet 392, 5 here. You're going to be 392 and 2 and 2 and 5 here. You're going to be 392. I'm going to be West on 4. Yet West number 4. West number 4. Fresh off their mamas. You're going to be vaccinated. You're going to be 330. You're 330. You're 30, 30, 30. And I got a man. You're going to be 330. 330. Did you do it here? You're going to be 330. You're going to be 320. You're 320. You're 2. You're going to be 25. You're going to be 27. You're going to be down 30. Down 330. You're 2. You're going to be 32. You're going to be 35. You're going to be 37. You're going to be down 40. You're going to be 342. And 342. And 2 to be 2. You're going to be 342. You're 2. 5. You're going to be down 7. 347. And 347, 50, you're going to be 352, down bid 352, you had 5, you had bid 357, 57, bid 7, 7, 7, 60, you're going to be now 2, and 362, 222, now you're going to be 362, you had 2, I'm going to be 2, 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 362 and 2 and 2, 360, I'm going to be West, and they're going to be number, where they guaranteed? Yes, 6, West on 6. Yeah, round of shots off their mamas. He gonna be guys get 1 or 2 short ears right here now. How you gonna be $3 on them? Hit 3 now. Hit 3 now. 3 now. Hit 3 high now. 3 high 290. Hit 290. You gonna be 290. You gonna be 90. You gonna be 90. You gonna be 90. At 190. Hit 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. You gonna be 10. 290. You gonna be 285. Hit 285. 85 here. You gonna be 285. 85. 85. 85. 285. Hit 285. You bet you guys. Hold one with the real short ears on her. 290, 290, 290, 290. Hit 290. You're going to be 285, 87. I got a man. 285, 87. Hit 285. You're going to be 7 up here. 87, 90. You're going to be 292. You're going to be 292. Hit 2. Down 95, 95, 95, 95. Hit 97, 297. Hit 295. You're going to be 7 up here. 97. Now 3. Hit $3 2. You're going to be through 2. You're going to be through 5. You're going to be through 5. Hit 5, 5, 7. You're going to be through 7. And through 5. You're going to be 7 up here. You're going to be through 5, 307, 10. And 306, 7. You're going to be through 7 and 307, 7 of it, 7 about 6 here. You're going to be 7 up here. 306. I'm going to be Troy. And make a number. Are you going to be no sir? I'm going to be make him a 16 and preg him. Short ears, he going to be 255. Get 255, 16. High man, 255, 16. 16. High 255. He going to be chickies here. He going to be 255, 16. He going to be 265. 65, 70. He going to be 270. He going to be 270. High 275. He going to be 275. Trent going to be 70, 80. He going to be 280. High 285, 90. He going to be 290, 295. Now 3, 333. 295, 3. Get 3, 3, 3. He going to be 295. Get him in 3. 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 295 Trent. I get him in 25X. Round of shots in here now. They're going to be steers down, vaccinated. He's going to be 425. Get 425 and 5 here. He's going to be 425. Get 30. Down to 35. He's going to be 40. Down going to be 45. He's going to be now 50. Down going to be 50. Get 55. 455. 60. 460. 465. 465. 70. You're going to be 470. Get 470. 465. 7. Get 70. Down 72. You're going to be 75. You're going to be 77. Down 80. Down going to be 480. Down going to be 480. 480. And 480, Jerry, you're going to be 80, 82, 85, and 87. Hit 490, you're going to be 490, 90, 90. Hit 490, 87, 90. Hit 47, you're going to be 90, you're going to be 92. You're going to be 495, you're going to be 95. Hit 495, 2 here, 5 here, high, going to be 492 and 2 and 2 and 5 here, high, going to be 492 and 5. 492, I'm going to be T on 48. Round of shots off their mamas. You're going to be 403. Hit 3. 403. Hit 3. 333. You're going to be 403. You're going to be 403. Hit 403. Now 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. You're going to be 403. Hit 3. 333. You're going to be 390. Hit 390. And now 2. 392. You do it here down. 392. Hit 2. I got a man 392. Hit 2. And now 5. Get 395, you're going to be 395. Get 97, you're going to now forward, full book shot on 2. You're going to be 405, you're going to be 407. In 407, I'm going to be 10, now 12, and bid 412, 410, 12. I'm going to be 410, you're going to be 12, you're going to be 12, you're going to be 12, you're going to be 12. 410, 12, 12, 12, 12. I'm going to be 410, you're going to be 12, you're going to be 12, you're going to be 12. 410, I'm going to be T on 48. You're going to be handle up same way now. You're going to be off their mamas vaccinated. You're going to be 340. 340. Hey, you're going to be 340. 340. 340. Hey, you're going to be 340. 40. 40. You're going to be 340. 341. You're going to be 341 bid. 1 bound. You're going to be 340 way. Yeah, 1. You're going to be 342. And 2 to be 2 3. And 44. You're going to be 45. You're going to be 46 here. You're going to be 47. 48. Hit 9. 950. You're going to be 51. You're going to be 52. Down to 53, hit 53, down 2 here, 3 here, down to 52 and 3, and 352, high, going to be 3, 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 352, high, going to be Jerry, get him on 6. Mr. Don, thank you, sir, appreciate you, nice cattle out here today. Still the Don Williams cattle here for you. Are you going to be full 40? Hit full 40. Hit 40. Down to full 40. Down to full 40. Hit 440. Are you going to be full 40? 40. 40. Down to 4 bucks 105. Hit 4 bucks 5. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 410. 15. You could have been 20. You could have been 5. You could have been 30. You could have been 5. You could have been 40. You could have been 5. You could have been 50. 560. You could have been 5. 65. 465 and 465 here. You're going to be 465. Hit 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. You're going to be 460. And that's going to be Mackey. I ain't going to be on 32. You're going to be Mackey on 32. Oh, little light boys here now. He's going to be sell him a tear. Oh, need you said. 525. Hit 525. Hey, you're going to be 525 here. Down. Going to be 525. Hit 525 and bid 5 here. Down. Going to get 525 here. Down. Bid 505. Hit 505. Hit 505 here. Down. Going to get 5 bucks and 5. Hit 505. You could have been 5. 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 You could have been 485. Hit 485. 90. You could have been 490. You could have been 495. Hit 495. Now 5 bucks on me. You're going to be 505. You're going to be 510. Hit 510. 15. Hit 20. Going to be 520. Hit 15. 20. Hit 15. 20. 20. 20. You're going to be 15 now. 20's here, 515. I'm going to be Mackey. You get him on 35. You get him on Mackey on 35. Believe that wraps you up, Don. Appreciate you. Thanks again. Be Dean Chapman's cattle guys sitting right here with us today now. Guys are going to be home raised, 2 round shots, no implants in the good cattle. Guys going to be 25 head of these things sorted up for you. The good Chapman cattle. You're going to be heifers. You're going to be guaranteed open to you now. And I like them. You're going to be cemetery. You're going to be 300. And I'm one here down. I'm one here down. 40. Hit 340. Hit 340. I'm going to be 340. Hit 2. I'm going to be 342. I'm going to be 2. 5. You're going to be 345. And 345. And 5 here. And you're going to be 345. Hit 2 time 5. You're going to be 342. You're going to be 5. You're going to be 5. You're going to be 5. And 345. And 2, 3. And 43. And I'm going to be 42 here. 3 here. And 344. You're going to be 45. You're going to be 46 here. 46 on there. And going to be 47. You're going to be 48. And you're going to be 48. On 348. 888. And 348. Hit 8. I'm going to get 7 up here and 8 here. And I'm going to be 347. I'm going to be 348. And I'm going to be 347. I'm going to be Troy. You're going to be number 24. You're going to be Troy on 24. The brothers coming along, guys. They're stairs, and they're good. 65 plus days on the weaning. 55 days on the weaning, guys. 55 days on them. You're going to be down to 385. Hit 385. You're going to be 385 here. Down to 385. Hit 385. 85 here. Down. You're going to be 385. And 385. 85 here. Down. You're going to be 365. And 365. 7. You're going to be 70. You're going to be 2. You're going to be 5. You're going to be 77. And 377. You're going to be 80. Down. You're going to be 380. Both that here. 380. And 382. Down to the 2. Down. You're going to be 382, 85, you're going to be 385, 85, 86 here, and 83, 4, 84, and 84, and 85, 86 here, and 86, 5, 87, 87, 7, about 88, 88, 89, and 90, you're going to be 90, 91, you're going to be 92, hit 93, you're going to be 94, you're going to be 94, 95, you're going to be 95, hit 96, you're going to be 97, you're going to be 98, hit 99, you're going to be 99, now forward, down 4 bucks on a 1, you're going to be 401, hit 2, down, you're going to be 402, you're going to be 403, down 403, hit 3, down 3 forward, and you're going to get 4 forward, and you're going to get 4 5 and 5 here. Hit 4 5. You're going to be 6 here. Down 406 on 7. Hit now 8. Down. You're going to 408 here. Down 408 9. Hit 9 9 10. You're going to be 410. Hit 9 10. You hit 409. You're going to be 10. You're going to be 10. You're going to be 10. 409 here. 10 here. High. You're going to be 409. You're going to be 10. 409. They're going to be Jerry on 4. You're going to be Jerry on 4. 55 plus days on the winning. You're going to be $5 on them. You'd find other. You'd find 2. High going to be in 502. You'd 2. High going to be 222. Down going to be 502. Huffman going to be 2. 502. You'd 2. High going to be 2. Going to be 2. Going to be 2. Down $5 and 2. You'd 2. High going to be 2. Going to be 2. Going to be 2. $5 and 2. Down bid. $5 and 2. Down $5. Not going to be. I ain't going to Mackey. I ain't going to number 35. You're going to Mackey on 35. Well, 55-day wean steer. Well, you're going to be down 330. Hit 330. Hit 330. Down 330. Hit 330. Hit 30, 30, 30. You're going to be 320. Hit 321. I'm going to enter down 321. Hit 1. I'm going to be 321 bid. 1 bound. You're going to be 321. Hit 1. 1. You get down 2. You're going to be 23. You're going to be 24. You're going to be 25. Hit 26. You're going to be 27. You're going to be 28. You're going to be 29. You're going to be 30. You're going to be 1. You're going to be 2. You're going to be 3. And 33, 32, 33, hit 32, 33, I'm going to be 332. I'm going to be Bates on 6, Bates on 6. 55-day wean steer. You're going to be 460. In 460. You hit 460, 60, 60, 465. 465. And 65 here. Now going to be 465. And 65. You hit 460. Now 5, 5, 5, 5. You're going to be 465. In 465. 5, 5, 5. You're going to be 465, 70. 470, 475, 80. You're going to be 485, 85, 90. Hit 495. And now $5 on him. $5 here. Hit 495, 5, 5, 495, 5, 5, 5. And now 505. Hit 505. You hit 5 here. Down. You're going to get $5 and 5. You're going to be $5 and 5. $5 and 5. $5. You're going to be Jerry. You get him on 4. You hit Jerry on 4. Mr. Chapman, nice gives right there, sir. We appreciate you. Nice cattle. Wimmer. Be the Wimmer cattle for you. Guys, they got home raised. They got 2-round shots in them. 60 plus days on them. You're going to be hauled in this morning. You're going to be down to open heifers. You're going to be down to 402. Hit 402. I got a man 4025. You're going to be 7. Going to be 10. Going to be 12. Going to be 15. You're going to be 17, 20. Hit 22. You're going to be 25. You're going to be 27. You're going to be 30. You're going to be 30. In 32. You're going to be 35. You're going to be 35. And 435. 35 here. You're going to be 35 here. Now 7. And 37, 40. And now 2. You're going to be 42, 45. And 45. You're going to be 47. And for 47, 750. And you're going to be 450. Now 52. 452, and 450, did you do it? And 450, and 450, 47 of it, 50 to bomb for 47, 50, for 47, 50, for 47. They're going to be West on 14. They're going to be home raised. They're going to be good here down. They're going to 60 plus days on the weaning. They're going to be guaranteed open to you. Check your head count there. 2 rounds, guys. 60 plus days. They're guaranteed open to you. Be the Wimmer cattle. On you're going to be 382. On 382. I'm going to be 2 and pretty fancy kind right here now. 382. Yeah, 2. I'm going to be 2. 365. Welcome, boys. They're going to be now 7. On 367. 67. I got a man down here. 367. On 365. You're going to be 7 up here. 65 here. I'm going to be 7. On 365. You're going to be 7 of it. 7 of bomb. You're going to be 365. You're going to be 367. You're going to be 365. You're going to be 367. 365. Not going to be West. You get them on 60 next and go ahead and preg them. Mr. Wimmer, thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Nice cattle right there down. You bet you guys. Going to work for a nice program right here. But can't lie to this cattle for you. They're going to be 90 plus days on the wean in here now. You're going to be down. You guys are vaccinated 90 plus days on them. You're going to be down to 440. Hit for 40. Hit 40. Down to 40. Down to 440. Hit 40. Down to 440. You're going to be 425. Hit 425. Down to 30. You're going to be 30. You're going to be 425. 30. And 425. You're going to be 30. You're going to be 30. You're going to be 30. And 425. Huffman, when you think you're down, 425. 35. You're going to be 40. For 40. Hit 440. Hit 35. 40. You're going to be 35. 40. Hit 440. And 440. You're going to be 35. You're going to be 40. 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 435. You're going to be CA on 5. You're going to on CA 5. 90 days vaccinated now. You're going to be having a little dried out things. You're going to be fine 30. Hit fine 30. Hit fine 30, 30, 30. 90 plus days on them, guys. You're going to be fine 30. Hit 530. Hit 30 to bid 30 to bomb. You're going to be 530. 530. Hit fine 30. Hit 30, 30, 30, 30. You're going to be 505. Hit 505, 10. Now 15. Get have been 20. Get have been 5. Hit 30. You're going to be 35. Get have been 40. Get have been 40. Hit 540. Hit 35, 45, and 545. Hit 545. Now 50. 550. Hit 550. Hit 550. Hit 50. 90 days on them. 550. Hit 550. Hit 55 here, down to 555. Hit 55, 5, you're going to be 555. Hit 555, and 5 here, down 60, 560, 560. Hit 55, 60, and going to get 555 here, down to get his here, down to get 555. I'm going to be Mackey, you get him on 35, you get him on Mackey, hit number 35. I'm be little heifers, they come along, guys, they're going to be 90 days on them. You're going to be down to get $5 on them. Hit finally, hit 5, and $5 hit 5, and finally, hit 5 here, down to get 485, you're going to be 485. 85 and 485 here and 85 557 and 487 85 87. I got a man here down 485 790. Hit 490, you hit 92. You're gonna be 95. You're gonna be 95. Hit 97. Now $5 on them here. $5 here down to 497. Now 5. Hit 5. You hit 5 here down to 502. Down gonna be 502 505. Hit now 7 507. You're gonna be 10. You're gonna be 10. You're gonna be 10. Hit 507 10. You hit 10 10 10. I'm gonna be 507. You're gonna be 10 507. I'm gonna be Mackey 32. Then gonna be Mackey on 32. On heifers, they come along, guys. They're going to be 90 plus days on them. On they're going to be $4 here. Hit $4. Now 2. They're going to be 402. 5 here, 7 up here, and 10 here, 12 here, 15. You're going to be 17. Hit 20. You're going to be 22. They're going to be 422. Hit 25. Hit 25 here. They're going to be 425. 7 and 427. 30. You're going to be 30 to bid 32. You're going to be 35. You're going to be 37. Hit 40. Down 42. You're going to be 45. You're going to be 47. Hit 50. Down 52. Down be 55. 57. Hit 60. You're going to be 60. And 460, you're going to be 57, you're going to be 60, 457, 60, you're going to be 457. I'm going to be Wonger on 4, Wonger 4, Wonger 4. Ken, if you're watching online, we appreciate you. He can afford to go to Vegas now, can he? With the Didier cattle guys, they're going to be long time wean. They're open to yearlings now. You're going to be 265. Get 265. Hands 85 here. Going to be 7. Hand 267. 265. You're going to be 7 up here. 70. You're going to be 72. You're going to be 75. You're going to be 77. 80. 82 to 85. 87 to bid. 90. You're going to be 291. 92. 93. 94. 95. Get 95 and 295. Get 94. 95. You get 294. 0. 5 here. You're going to be 294. You're going to be 295. You're going to be 294 and 4 and 5. 294. I'm going to be Jeff, number 28X, and go ahead and preg them. I'll be Randy Johnson, kill guys. Going to be 90 days. You got a round of shots in them. They're 90 plus days now. You're going to be Salvatore down bid 440. Hit 440. You hit 42. Down to the 25. You hit 45, 55, 55, 65. Hit 70. You're going to be 75, 80. You're going to be 480. Hit 480. You hit 75, 80. You're going to be 475, 80. Longer. You're going to be 85, 485. Hit 485, 90. You're going to be 490. You're going to be 490. 85, 90. You hit 485 here. 90's here. You're going to be 485, 90. You're going to be 485. I'm going to be, and you say 14. You're going to be Hammond and West on 14. You're going to be 90 plus days on them. You're going to be little boys. You're going to be 505. You hit 505. You hit 5 here. Down. You're going to 505 here, boys. Ought to be there. 505. You hit 505. You hit 5 here. Down. Going to be Huffman. You're looking here. Down. Going to be 505. Hit 505. And be 5 here. Down. Going to be 485. Hit 485. 87. You're going to be 90. You're going to be 2. You're going to be 5. 495. Hit 97. And now $5 on them. You're going to be $5 here too. Down. Going to be 505. Hit 505 and 507 and 507. 10. I'm going to be not 10. Hit now 12. Down. You're going to be 512. Hit 15, 15, 15, 17, you're going to be 17, 20, you're going to be 20, hit 20, you hit 520, hit 2, I'm going to be 22, I'm going to be 522, you're going to be 522, hit 520, 522, I'm to the 2, to the 2, to the 2, 520, I'm going to be Jerry on 4. I'm going to work for Mr. Bloomer right here with us now. You're going to be 45 days on the weaning. Oh, you hit 435, and I got a man 45, 55, 60, 5, 70. Hit 75, and 480. I'm going to be 485 and 485. Hit 90. You're going to be 495 and 495. Hit 495 and 95 here. I'm going to be 490, 95 here. I'm going to be 495, 495, 490. I'm going to be Wes. You're going to be number 14. Wes. You're going to be number 14. Yeah, hey, 45 days, Wayne here. Bloomer cattle, he's going to be 505. Hit 10, hit 10, 15, 15, 20, going to be 20, 25, and 525. Hit 525 and 525 here, 525. Hit 525 and 5 here, 30, and 535 and 35. Hit 535 and 5 here, 535 and be 35 here, 535, 530. I'm going to be Mackie, going to be numbered 35, Mackie 35. Stared, hey, you're gonna be $4 on him. You hit $4. You hit forward, how you're gonna forward, and $4 here forward, and you're gonna wait 45 days now. Bloomer cattle, hit 385, and gonna be 385, and 385, 85 here, down to 87, and 85, 87, and 385, 7, 85, 87, and gonna be 385, 87, 90. Hit 2, you're gonna be 92, and 95, and gonna be 97, and gonna be now 4. Hit $4 on him, hit now 2, and 405, and 5 here, you're gonna be 7, and 407, 5 here, you're gonna be 7, gonna be 7, hit 405, you're gonna be 7 up here, and gonna be 405, gonna be 7, gonna be 7, gonna be 7, 405. Gonna be Huffman. You're gonna be the Story cattle, home raised guys, long time yearlings. You're gonna be no guarantee on the heifers. 262, you 2, I'm gonna be 2, gonna be 2, gonna be 2, I'm gonna be 262, you 2, 2, 2, 2, down 5, and you're gonna be 5, you're gonna be 70, you're gonna be 270, 270, you 70, 70, 70, then now 2, you're gonna be 72, on 2, now 3, 3, 3, 74, you're gonna be 75, you're gonna be 75, it's 76, you're gonna be 77, you're gonna be 78, it's 78, now 9, 9, 9, 279, and 80, you're gonna be 280, you're gonna be 281, you're gonna be 281, 81, I'm gonna be 281 here, down 81, 2. 2, 83, 83, 4, 84, 85, 85 here, 85, 86, 87, 87, 87, 88, 89, 89, 90, 291, 291, 290, 91, and 290. Don't 1, 1, 1. You're going to be 291 bid, 1 bound. You're going to be 290. I'm going to be TJ, number 9X and Pregum. Mr. Story. Nice big old heifers right there. Be the Miller cattle guy is going to be about 20 head of these things sorted up, guys. They're off their mamas. They're all natural to you. Heifer's going to be open. 375, and 375, and 77, I got a van, 375, 77, and 375, you're going to be 7 up here, and 375, 77, and 375, you're going to be 7 up at 75, you're going to be 375, and 377, you're going to be 375, I'm going to be West, you're going to be on 4, West on 4. Yes, ma'am. On open to you. You're going to be 305. Hit 305. You hit 5 here. You're going to be 305. You're going to be 305. You're going to be 305. You're going to be 290. 290. You hit 92. You're going to be 92. 92. 92. You hit 292. I'm going to be 2. Going to be 2. Going to be 2. I'm going to be 295. 95. 97. You hit 3. 333. Now 2. 5 and 305 and 307. You're going to be 10. 10. 10. 12. Down 15. Hit 15. You're going to be 17. You're going to be 20. Down 320 and 320. You hit 17. You're going to be 20. 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 317. I got to be Trent. Get up on 25X. Hey, on little light things here down. You're going to be $5 on it. Yes, sir. You're going to be $5. You get $5 on them. You get $5. You get $5. You get $5 on them here. 5. You're going to be 555. You're going to be 485. You get 485. You're going to be 485 here. You're going to be 485. You're going to be 304 and 460 and 462. Going to be 462. 462 5. And you get 5. You get 5. You get 5. 462 and 5. You get 5 here. I'm going to choose here 5 here. I'm going to be 462. I'm going to be Mackie. I'm going to be number good ones too. You're going to be 32. Mackie 32. Be half brothers. They come along. You're going to be how going to be. You bet. He going to be down 470. Hit 470. How you going to be 407? Hit 407. He going to be 7 of 10. 410. How you going to be now 12? You're going to be 15 and 15. Hit 15. He going to be 17. You're going to be 20. You're going to be 2. You're going to be 5. You're going to be 7. Hit 30. You're going to be 32. You're going to be 35. You're going to be 35. In both on here 7 and 37. 40. You're going to be 42. You're going to be 45. You're going to be 47 and 47. 50. You're going to be 52. And you're going to 55 and 55 7. Hit 7. You're going to be 60 down 2 down be 65 and 67 now 70. You're going to be 72. You're going to be 75. You're going to be 77. Hit 77 80. You're going to be 482 85 85 85 87 87 and 487. Hit 90. You're going to be 490. You're going to be 492 and 495. Hit 495 and 495 97 497. $5 on them here. Hit $5. You're going to be 555 and 497 5 and 497 5 497. I'm going to be T48 T on 48. I'm Bulls, Big Brothers here. I'm going to be 315. You 15. 15. You 15. You 315. 15. 15. 315. You 310. You 310. I'm 10. 10. 10. I'm going to be 310. You 310. You do it here down 310. 11. 11. 11. 5. I'm 310. 11. 310. 11. 12. 12. 13. 13. 14. Now 15. You're going to be 16. You 17. 18. 13. 19. You're going to be 20. And 321. You're going to be 322. Down 23, you're going to be 24, you're going to be 25, and 325. You hit 4 here, 5 here, you're going to be 324, you're going to be 325 here, you're going to be 324 and 4 and 5, 324, and you're going to be CA 66. Pin them with the 55s if you'd like to. All little colored, you're going to be 335, 40, you're going to be 335, 40, and you're going to be 335, 40, 340, and 15 bid, and 315, and you're going to be 17, 20, hit 2, you're going to be 5, you're going to be 325, and 325, and 325, 7, you're going to be now 30, you're going to be 30, and 330, hit 30, 30, 30, 327, you're going to be 30, 30, 30, 327, you're going to be 30, you're going to be 30, 327, CA 55. Be Kelly Miller's here. Be the last of them for you. Right off their mamas. You get 525. You get 525 and 525 here. 30 and 535. Here you get a bit 35. In 535 and 35 here. Down to get 535 and 5 here. In 535 and get 530 35 here. Down to get 530 35. In 535 and 5 here. Down to get 535 here. Down to be 530. I gotta be Mackie. I gotta be number 35. I mean Mackie on 35. You gotta be down to get a little boy. Going to be Jerry Lee Dennis, this cattle guy's home raised, got a round of shots. They're going to be 60-plus days on the weaning. All 60 days on them. He's going to be steers now. You're going to be 385. Get 385, and now 385 here. 60 days on the weaning. Get 385. 85 here. Down to 385, and trying for 70. He's going to be 370, and 370. Now 70, now 2. Going to be 372. I got a man. He's going to be 372. Be no cheaper here. 5. You're going to be 375, and 375, and 77. You're going to be 380. Going to be 382, 82, 85. Going to be 387. Going to be 390. Going to be 392. Going to be 392. Hit 95 and 395, 95, 95. Hit 97 and 397. Forward and 4 bucks on them here. Hit 402. Going to be 405 and bid 405. Hit 7, 407. Going to be 10. Going to be 10. Going to be 10. Going to be 10. Hit 410. Hit 7 up here. 10 here. Going to be 407. Huffman. Crossbreds, they come right along, guys. They're going to be 300 and 135 and 335, 60 days on the wean in 335 and 335, 7. I got a van 337 and 335, 740. They're going to be 345, 350, 355, 60, 365, 70 and 375. And going to be 375 and 372. I'm going to be 2. I'm going to be 372. Get 2. I'm going to be 2. Going to be 2. Going to be 2. 2. 2. 2. I'm going to be 372. 370. I'm going to be JW6. You're going to be JW on 6. All 60-day heifers, they're going to be good ones here. They're going to be 440. Hit 440. Hit 40, 40, 40. They're going to 440. Hit 440. Hit 40 to 40 to man. 440. Hit 40. And they're going to 420. Hit 422. I'm going to here down. They're going to 422. Hit 2. I'm going to be 2. Going to be 2. Going to be 2. 425. Hit 425. 427. You're going to be 30. You're going to be 32. Hit 35. You're going to be 37. You're going to be 40 for 42. Hit 45. And now 7. You're going to be 50. You're going to be 2. Hit 55. Hit up here down 55. Hit 7. I'm going to be 60. 462. 462. Hit 2 to be 2. I'm going to be 462 and 5. You're going to be 5. 65. Hit 7. You're going to be 70. Down 470. Hit 72. You're going to be 75. You're going to be 75. And 472 and 5. You hit 72 here. Pop here. I'm going to be 472. I'm going to be Wonger on 4. Wonger 4. He's a boy. I ain't going to be 400. He's steer, I believe. 60 days on him. I'm going to be 455. Hit 455. And you're going to get a 455. And you're going to get a 455. Hit 55. And you're going to get a 420. Hit 425. I got a man 425. Hit 30. And you're going to be 35. And you're going to be down 40. Down 5. And for 45. Hit 50. And you're going to get a 55. And 55. Hit 455. 60. 465. You're going to be 70. 470. And 475. 480. And I'm going to be 485. You're going to be 490. You're going to be 495. Hit 495. $5 on him now. 505 and 505. Hit 505. 10. 510 now. 15. 15. Hit 15. And you're going to 515 and 510 now. 15. Who you going to be 510? I'm going to be Jerry on forward. You're going to be Jerry on forward. Heifer, she's still 60 days. You're going to be 305. You get 305 here. You're going to be 305. Hit 305. She will be open now. You're going to be 305, 7. And 307. I got a man. 305 here. 710. Now 12. Down. Be 15. You're going to be 17, 20. Hit 2, 5. You're going to be 7. You're going to be 30. You're going to be 2. You're going to be 5. You're going to be 7. Hit 40. Down for 40. 340. And 340. You hit 340 to be 40 to bomb. You're going to be 340. You're going to be 340. Then you're going to be 340. Then you're going to be 337. I'm going to be Mackie. I'm going to be number. Then you're going to be 5 to 2. Mackie 52. And Prager, please. Mackie 52 and Prager, a guarantee. Dennis, Mr. Dennis, we appreciate you, sir. Nice cattle at your dump. Hauled in just this morning, guys, by the Watkins cattle. Watson cattle. 30-plus days, guys. Watson cattle. Round of shots. Calvary 9. Cattle Master Gold, guys. Had it all done right here down. You're going to be bulls. You're going to be good. You're going to be 425. Hit 425. And 5 here. You're going to be 425. Hit 425. And now 7. 427. 7 to 5. 427. Hit 30. You're going to be 32. You're going to be 35. You're going to be 37. You're going to be 40. Hit 440. Hit 2. You're going to be 42. You're going to be 45. And now 7. Hit 47. Now 50. And 52. Down be 52. 5. Hit 55. You're going to be 7 up here. 57. Hit 60. 62. 2. 2. 2. 65. 65. ziggity 10, ziggity 10, ziggity 10, ziggity 7, and 467. It's 65. He's going to be 7 up here. 4 ziggity 5, ziggity 7, 465. That's going to be Jerry. Number 4, he's going to be Jerry on 4, Jerry 4. Going to show you some good ones out here now. I'm going to be vaccinated bulls. He's going to be down. Going to sell him a tear. I want here down. 530. Hit 530. Hit 530, 30, 30, 530. Hit 30. He's going to be 530. Down 530. Down 505. Hit 505. Give me 10. Hit 15. Going to be on 20. Going to be 25. Now 30. 530. Hit 35. Going to be 40. 540. 545. 550. Hit 555. 560. 560. 565. Ziggity 5. Ziggity 5. Ziggity 5. Hit 565. Hit 5 here. 565. Ziggity 5. Ziggity 5. Ziggity 5. Ziggity 5. Ziggity 5. 560. I'm going to be Huffman. 560. I'm going to be Huffman. To the Watson family, Sam, we appreciate you. Nice cattle right here down. That's it. That's all. See you guys back next Thursday. Special cow sale Tuesday, 1 o'clock. Got 3 loads of good bred cows. There's, 40 or so of them heifers. Farm Credit's providing lunch before we start, guys. Come see us.